Here we are, week 3 of the Brawlhalla Pro Series. Man, it has been boiling down. This is the week where we decide which two teams are going into the finals.
It is arguably one of the most important weeks. Obviously, every single week has been important.
Of course.
This is the week where, like you said, we figure it out. There have been 4 teams that have gone undefeated so far, and 4 teams that, unfortunately, they've lost so far every single time.
Man,
be interesting.
That makes for some crazy matchups.
Yeah.
So last week, we had a ton of play going out. It set the stage for this week. Just give me the rundown. What teams are we going to be seeing playing against which teams today?
Okay, so today we're going to be starting it off with the 4 kind of bottom-seeded teams of their pools, right? So we're going to be starting off with Pink versus Orange team. Pink team, that's Koslix, Tiffany, and I have a graphic, I promise. Completely like,
yeah, Koslix, Tiffany, and Simba. Thank you for bringing that up. Absolutely beautiful. And they're going against the Orange team, yes. You said?
They're going to be going against Blood Diamond, Double Dime.
Ooh, and Santi.
Yes.
That dark horse, Santi. He's been doing some serious work. Blood Diamond, Double Dime, absolute monsters. I've been watching their improvement week over week in the 2v2s. It's been really interesting just how they get that synergy going.
Oh, yeah. They've been leveling up throughout these weeks, which has been really exciting to see, considering that's not a conventional team that we usually get to see play with each other.
Yeah, and then after that, we're going to have the blue versus the red team. That's like the classic color matchup,
yeah.
Right?
That's
that
original.
Spread is going to be rocking red team. We've got, well, blue team up first. We got Trophiest, Starlight, Silly Goby making up the blue team. Those are the boys. And then the red team, that homie team, LDZ, Pugsy, Egg
Team
Soup.
Best Friends.
Team Best Friends, man. You know what? They've been improving week over week.
Yes.
So I really want to see them just step it up today.
This is really the defining moment of the red team. Will they have improved enough to take out 2 people, or are they only going to stop at 1?
Ooh, okay.
They got 9 stocked week 1, 7 stocked week 2. Wait, well, they also lost, but
sure.
They took one person out in week 2, and then week 3. Are they gonna go a little bit better?
All right. You know what? We'll leave that to speak in the game.
Yeah, we'll find that one out.
And then we move on to one of the most anticipated matchups for this series. Black team versus white team.
Yeah, that's going to be an exciting one. Definitely a lot of eyes are going to be on this one. Nobody really knows who is going to win. And what's great about this one is they've been talking a whole lot of stuff on the social medias. That's the white team, Faison, Isidru, and Cody Travis. And they are going to be going up against that black team, Remy, Sandstorm, and Boomy.
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk flying back and forth. I'm really curious how they're going to be feeling going into this matchup. I know there are some words
there's
exchanged
some things, maybe, a couple things.
Yeah.
But that's not our final matchup, as our final matchup will be purple team versus green team. Another one of those really exciting ones. Again, you're going to want to watch this team because purple team has been dominating inside of the crew battles, and that purple team comprises of Lil Capped, Wrenched, and Ethan. Of course, if you've been watching this series, you know Wrenched 9 stocks in the first week, Lil Capped 7 stocks the second week, and then they're going to be going up against the green team, Noel, Ithro, and Wilson. And Wilson hasn't played in a crew battle yet, so.
All right, so I guess those two teams, you can probably best guess at their orders.
Yeah.
Wilson's going to be sitting in the back because that's just how green team does their business. And then are they putting Ethan up first this week for the purple team?
Are they going to mix it up? I know.
How many stocks can he take? They showed off Wrench first.
Yeah.
He got the full 9. He went the whole 9 yards. Then Lil Capped with the solid 7 right after there. How many's Ethan got?
That's going to be the real question. Honestly, the real question is, who are they going to start with? Wrenched has tweeted out like, hey, I'm trying to get my team to let me go first. I want to show that I can 9 stock again. But he's also ended that with, or am I just mind gaming the green team?
Oh, jeez.
Green team doesn't know what to expect. Yo, sweet statistic
Mind games start before character select.
Yeah, it starts before the tournament. You have to get that mental damage in as early as possible.
Jeez. I'm curious to see if that'll play through. And I see you mention the stats. Are they going to mind game and maybe not go with Mammoth Fortress?
Mix it up.
I mean, that is the most picked map.
Yes.
Like, everybody likes it. You know, it's very standard, medium-sized walls. It's only got the one platform that kind of moves around. Just nice standard map.
It's a great all-around map. That's, like you said, it's kind of the most picked one. So it's one of the most practiced ones. and it's one of the most straightforward ones. But there's players who like to lean towards other maps. In particular, I think the white team tends to lean more towards those tri-platform maps. It helps out with their character pool a little bit better. I think Wilson in particular really likes to lean towards the shipwrecks because of those edge guards where he can just cover that corner. So there's players who prefer certain maps, but overall you're going to see Mammoth be that kind of most picked map.
Okay. And for, you know what, for those folks at home who may not have been following week after week, Tuesdays are crew battle day.
Yes.
That is where we are today. That is a relay race of 1v1s.
Yes. So you go in, you fight a 1v1. The winner stays inside of that, but they don't get to reset all of their stocks. Instead, however many stocks they had left at the end of that game is what they'll be bringing to the next game. So you're going to see some of the time your objective is to just get as close to even as possible. You don't have to win, but you just have to get your team close enough that the next guy can do what he needs to do.
Yeah, you are responsible for just taking 3 of those stocks. Just take 3 and you're doing fine.
Yeah,
you're doing fine. If you can take more, oh man, you are just setting your team up for success.
And we've seen some players be able to do that time and time again. Green team, like we said, STDB Wilson has not had to play. That means both Noel and Ithro have 4 and 5 stocked their matches in crew battles.
Absolutely monstrous stats. I'm very curious to see if they'll just be sailing right on to the finals. I mean, it's week 3. It is do or die.
It's the deciding one. It's going to be really exciting, but this is the first day of week 3. There is a second day. That's when we go into the 2v2 rotations.
Yeah. So that's going to be Thursday, and you play a 2v2 match, but you've got 3 people on your team. So how that works out is you've got player A and player B and player C. You can put forth player A and B, player B and C, and player A and C. You cannot duplicate any of your matchups.
No duping here.
Yeah, you've got to do all of your individual teams, and that kind of brings in the strategy of, okay, when do we set out like our standard 2v2 team, since a lot of these teams have that kind of kernel of standard esports around them. Like the white team later today is going to be Faison, Cody Travis, and Isidru. Cody Travis and Isidru, monstrous 2v2 teams. When are they going to bring that out? So that's that action that'll be coming on that final day, Thursday.
And that is going to be exciting, especially because that's when we get into those tiebreaker situations where maybe a team that both teams are 4-0 today, and then one of them ends up 5-1. The other one ends up 5-1 because they break even.
Geez.
One wins crew battles, one wins 2v2s. Then we go to the tiebreaker, and you're like, well, how does that work out? It's going to be a best of 3 3v3s.
Oh my god!
So we're going to get some official 3v3 action. And what's the ultimate goal after that is to make it out of your group, to challenge the other group, to be your representative of your group in the grand finals on May 4th.
Man, May 4th is going to be an absolute blowout, but we've got the long road ahead for today, crew battles.
Yes, and like we said today, we are going to be kicking it off with that pink team versus the orange team again. Let's watch a little bit of a highlight reel about the pink team.
Okay, yeah. So that's going to be your Kosalix, Tiffany, and Simba.
The Down C Kosalix in a 1v1 against Sandstorm the Ricardo.
Oh, weapon toss attempt, Kosalix. So that was a pretty sweet highlight reel of the pink team. I know at the end of last Thursday, there was a little bit of banter between the pink team and the orange team.
Yeah.
Yeah, pink team, Koslix was the one who was speaking on behalf of his team and was saying, like, yo, I'm really looking forward to fighting the orange team. I think we're going to completely destroy them. And Blood Diamond had the opportunity. He gave a little bit of a rebuttal, was saying basically, like, I'm not even concerned about y'all. I'm looking to the future. Even though we can't even go to fight the other teams, I'm worried about, like, the green team. I want to destroy the red team. Like,
oh, yeah.
That's what he was thinking about. He doesn't even care about the pink team.
I mean, you know, he did touch on a little bit. They have somewhat of a rivalry between Kosalix and Double Dime.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Just as two of the foremost Lance players in the game. Double Dime has since, you know, moved on.
Yes.
He's been broadening his horizons. But Kosalix just sticking with that Lance. I think he really wants to win this one just for that title.
I think if that is Double Dime's goal, I think he has to go in with the Lance Mirror.
Oh my
match.
gosh.
I think that absolutely has to happen. And we are going to hop in the lobby soon to see if that ends up happening. Who are the teams, like, who are they going to send in first? Who do you think the pink team's going to send in first?
Oh, man. All right. So you've got the orange team, Blood Diamond, Double Dime, Santi. You've got to imagine that they're probably saving Blood Diamond as the anchor.
Okay.
I mean, he's an absolutely monstrous 1v1 player. I would like to see they will probably end up putting Kosalix out front on the pink team just to see how much runway he can build. He's one of those highly volatile players. The Lance, it's that matchup of do they know it or don't they, and can you get any of those crazy horizontal strings going? So I think they're really just going to roll the dice on that one, say, hey, is he going to take 6 stocks? What? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Never mind that.
You were making great
never
points.
Mind that.
I didn't want to cut you off, but no, Tiffany is going to be the one that they are sending in to start it off, going up against Santi. Santi, arguably kind of the volatile one of the orange team, but we are talking about Tiffany right now, obviously the winner of the Winter Championship, the original Winter Championship champion, and very strong contender. Going to be going in with this Koji. I love the Shinsekai Koji. Interestingly enough, Santi's got a Shinsekai Koji of his own. Like, he has a very strong Koji.
Yeah, I wonder if he's just not wanting to break that out in some of the potential mirror match that's going on.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we've seen Simba occasionally break that out as well. Koji has been a very popular legend as of late, kind of rising back into that, like, upper echelon.
And speaking of maps, like we were earlier, it's going to be Mammoth as the pick for Game 1 of the crew battle. Santi representing the orange team. Tiffany going to be the representative of the pink team.
All right, so that first weapon drop is going to drop center stage. You see them jockeying for position. Santi, the first one to grab it up. It is those guitars. High string capability. Oh, going for the dodge punishes right off the bat.
Very patient start to this one. Santi knows that he has a very long road ahead of him, knows that it's not just about winning Game 1. It's about getting as far as he can with as many stocks as he can. So he's not making any crazy over-aggressive approaches, especially, though, as Tiffany goes for these aerial kind of jump-ins onto Santi.
Yeah, you see Santi going for that side light into down light, and then he's just reading the dodges. He's gathering that information. What can he do to just really explode that lead?
Just trying to get as much information as he can with these safe pokes. But I like that Tiffany's kind of mixing it up, starting to recognize that Santi is going for these openers and changing up how she's dodging out of it, but she still is taking a little bit of damage from Santi. Santi is chipping away at her.
Yeah, definitely on the back end. Not too far back, but it is red to orange here, and orange team is just exactly that.
Yo, great dodge from Tiffany to get back up, avoid it. Oh, Santi reads a movement through him and ends up shooting to the left side.
All right, back to neutral on the stage. Both just ready to get knocked out. Santi arming up with the sword. Ooh. Whoa! Going for the big dash off the platform.
Yo, but both of them getting into that kill percent. It's going to be Santi with the first one. Gravity cancels the downlight into the recovery. Early lead, but he needs to widen this gap.
All right, so now it's going to be up to Tiffany. Don't let Santi run away with the stock lead. You want to be able to take this one down as soon as possible, so that way, even if you continue to be on the back foot during the match, you are just keeping the stocks guaranteed even.
Right, you want to make sure that your team, at the very least, only has to take one stock off that neutral signature. Not going to be the kill option for Tiffany. She's going to be looking for something a little bit stronger or a little bit closer to those kill boxes. Over to the bow. Goes for the grab pound. Santy with the turnaround.
Absolutely huge. That dive kick going to seal the deal. Santy up 2 stocks here. This could be monumental.
This is massive for the orange team. This might be their opportunity to get on the board over the pink team. The pink team that took the black team down to final stocks. That's going to be big.
Man, I already... Okay, good.
Slow it down.
Santy not getting away scot-free. Tiffany securing the KO, that sword recovery off the top, but quite the hill to climb.
Just has to get 1 stock, then it's not going to be a terrible position going into this next set. But
I mean, you don't want to be in not a
you
terrible
don't want to be
position.
in not a terrible position.
You want to be going positive. So Tiffany looking to clean up 2 stocks. That is a tall order because Santy has just been all over this match.
Full stock behind, though. Tiffany dancing around, trying to find an opening onto Santy, but Santy just precision movement. Great footsies, great dash and down light, neutral light, just getting that chip damage.
Yeah, I mean, you can win just by that chip damage so long as you are not getting chipped yourself.
Santy finds the opening. 3rd time Tiffany's gone for that spot dodge out of that side light. Santy might be able to recognize that, go for some sort of down signature punish.
That's definitely the play to watch out for. Every time Santy opening with this, my gosh. Off stage, Tiffany looking for those signature hits. Wants to take this stock down. Not quite enough. Santy off the edge. Tiffany going for the edge guard.
Oh, she's going to play safe a little bit further back. Let Santy come up that soft platform, helping Santy not have to directly challenge Tiffany. Ooh, the fear. Tiffany dodging away from the walls there just to make sure she didn't get caught.
Gosh. Santy was so close, just inches from that dodge. Tiffany denying the weapons, but Santy just barreling right through.
Gets right past that tatami mat, and Santy in control, has the stage control. 1 more hit, but Tiffany gets to the platform. Good avoidance. Tiffany needs this stock. Oh, the neutral signature not going to connect, and Santy...
Oh, the haymaker in the air. That secures Santy with 2 stocks for his next match.
That's going to be really nice going into this next match. And now the question comes out. Who is the pink team going to send in? Are they going to send in that character that you were thinking of, the Coslicks, that volatility? Or are they going to send in Simba?
Oh, man. Yeah, I would like to see them have Simba as that anchor because he has just been absolutely phenomenal these past few weeks.
He's definitely been looking really strong. He was the anchor for the last week, so it's quite possible that they'll have a similar setup. And as we speak, throwing in the Simba versus Santy. This is going to be an interesting one. 2 stocks for Santy. Simba's got to be feeling confident to go in against 2 stocks because he has to get through those 2 stocks and then go through another 3 to put his team in the lead.
Man. All right, so at this point, they're 2 stocks up. Simba wants to take down... I mean, ideally, you always want to just 3-stock your opponent. You want to just be wrenched every time.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you're looking for. But Simba, he wants to delete these 2 stocks while only losing 1 himself. That would set them up in at least a pretty good position to start remaking some of this ground.
Right, but you don't want to be in pretty good situations, right? You want to be able to get through this one. If Simba can take out the 2 stocks of Santy before... without losing a single stock, then they'll be good. It'll be completely clean, board cleaned, slate wiped, everything completely fine.
All right,
see if he can do it, though.
We've got Val versus Asuri. Swords aplenty, but the difference lies in the close-range weapons, the Katars versus the Gauntlets.
Both of them really strong in off stage, but it's going to be the sword versus sword mirror match to start off these first few stocks. Like we said, Santy has to start 1 stock behind because that was the stock he lost in game 1. But still, going in with 2 stocks, his team is up massively.
Ooh, there it is. That side light opener from the Katars. It does give him a true combo afterwards. Oh, but Simba just going for the big strings, taking a massive damage lead.
He just wants to swing this momentum immediately into his team's favor. That was a huge string. Couldn't quite complete it with that gravity cancel side sig. Santy with great movement avoided it.
Ooh, Simba dodging all of these quick Katar attacks perfectly.
Oh, the charge up.
That was the earliest call out I have ever seen.
He just knew.
Just charge the Sig, let him dodge, let it rip afterwards.
Great avoidance from that finishing blow from Santi as Simba was looking for that recovery to finish it off. Oh!
Both of them spot dodging, looking for the read. Simba finds it with the uppercut on the KO. So he's still got his 3 stocks, but quite a bit of damage built up. Santi pushing him into the red.
Santi taking this stock would still keep his team in the positive. Simba, though, with some fantastic gauntlet strings coming out. There was a dodge from Santi, but Simba just was not quite in position.
Ooh.
But he's opening up Santi right now.
So many uppercuts. Simba really looking in great position. Gets punished for the weapon pickup. Not enough to get the KO, but you know, every hit just brings you that much closer.
Good avoidance from Simba. So much movement. Oh, and he backs off.
On the left-hand side. I mean, that's Blackguard Keep.
Yeah.
It's got that platform. You can sit there for a little bit of extra assurity. But, Santi catching just the edge of that recovery, taking down a stock.
Great positioning from Santi. Kind of forced out that dodge from Simba, put that panic in him, and then got that finishing blow with that recovery. And now Santi, he's already gone positive.
Oh, yeah.
He's already done good.
Yeah, I mean, he's got
Nice.
the 4. It's going to stay at 4. Simba stopping the addition. Now he is set up 2 stocks for his next match.
Simba's like, all right, you get 1. That's it, though. Great closing from Simba. But we've seen these huge momentum swings coming out from Simba.
Oh, yeah.
Simba's still looking really strong.
I mean, he had massive sword string to start off that game, and then the gauntlet dodge punishes time and again really just took that one away.
Oh, yeah. He just had so many fantastic moments in that very brief game, too. And it looks like the response from the orange team is going to be sending in the Blood Diamond, the person that you were saying you'd like them to have him as the anchor, but maybe they just want to shut down Simba right now.
I mean, if you have your clutch anchor and you just put him a little bit before, do they become that stone wall? You're not even going to get to the rest of our team.
He's going to just finish it. He's going to 5-stock, and they just don't even have to send in Double Dime.
All right, well, Simba, you know what? He doesn't have to change too much in this matchup because it is against another Asuri, but Santi and Blood Diamond play so differently.
They have very different play styles. Blood Diamond a little bit more sword focused.
Yes.
We saw a lot of Katars coming out from Santi, a lot of it kind of starting off of that side light, right? Like he'd open up with the side light and kind of just feel out how the opponent was going to react. Blood Diamond, on the other hand, he's just been amazing at sword. He's played this game for a very long time, and he's played sword characters basically across the board. He had a Hattori. He even had a Koji at one point. So far, he's been sticking with the Asuri.
Man, I like the... I just noticed he's rocking the clan tag winning DreamHack. So he's even looking farther ahead than just the Pro Series.
Yeah.
My gosh. The confidence on this man.
Esports never stops. All this is just more grinding. We might be doing a reset of this one. Seems like maybe they didn't like this map. They picked Thunder Guard for the initiation of this.
Early pick of Thunder Guard. Might not have been the one that was actually called out. So they'll be running that back. But Blood Diamond, man. That sword, I kind of was very interested in that Thunder Guard pick if he went there, just because sword with the down air and the ground pound can be so deadly in that center channel.
Oh, yeah. I mean, overall, even like Katars inside of that center channel, like a couple of well-placed nairs.
Oh, yeah.
Could have been absolutely devastating. But looks like they're going to be resetting that one. And again, we are here in game 1 of pink versus the orange team, and it's almost even. There's a one-stock difference. One stock.
Almost, but not quite.
Not quite.
Santi was able to go +1 for his team. So they have that 1 stock lead in the crew battle. We are going back to Thunder Guard. Maybe someone didn't have the right, weapon skin.
Yeah,
picked.
maybe. They just weren't quite feeling the start of that
If you
one.
want to play good, you got to look good. That's just how it works.
And Blood Diamond knows how critical that is. He's been rocking this. I always call it Kindergarten Asuri. Is that the actual name? I have no idea. But he's been rocking this one.
I think
with
it's
the
either
safety
that or
scissors
first day of school, like first day of Asuri. But you know what? She's got the safety scissors. It's okay to run. She's got that running side signature. She's set up.
When she's running, it's the opponent who has to be afraid. She's not afraid of tripping with those safety scissors. But
with that growl, I'm so scared every time.
Full stock. to start off for Blood Diamond versus Simba. Simba had the opening with the Gauntlet in there, but we're seeing Blood Diamond play very far away from Simba.
Yeah, he wants to catch something out. He wants Simba to just kind of go in so that way Blood Diamond can get a massive string. He really wants to hold on to all of his stocks. This is a crew battle. I mean, yes, they are positive, but you always want to widen that gap for your team.
It's a math game, and it's a game of inches. All you have to do is win by 1. As long as your team has 1 stock left at the end of it, you're good. You win. You go home with that
Oh
dub.
my gosh. Simba with a massive gauntlet string starting from lurking in the pit.
Oh,
now
great
he's sending
pickup.
Blood Diamond down to the pit. Drag the Knuckles on the side of the wall. Blood Diamond barely surviving.
Simba's looking so strong, chasing high for Blood Diamond, but Blood Diamond able to go even higher into the sky, and now Simba is locked onto that left side wall.
Ooh, Blood Diamond with the weapon advantage. This is where he can really just bring back that damage differential. Simba with the perfect spot dodge to answer that throw.
And he's keeping this pressure going, wants to finish the stock off of Blood Diamond, isn't too damaged. Downlight recovery, that'll do it, and suddenly we're at an even game.
My God, and he didn't even take that much damage doing so. Val's got pretty decent defense, and Simba is just about to enter orange.
Simba gonna look to close in this gap now. He's got those gauntlets. He's had some great strings to start it off, but Blood Diamond might be able to start reacting, start adjusting to the way that Simba's opening him up.
I mean, he was able to dodge out after that uppercut on the first one here. Oh, doesn't get any dodges there. Massive damage, evenly tied.
Just dribbled Blood Diamond right back to his hands.
Ooh, Blood Diamond with the early dodge reads. That's got to get in your head. Trading blows back and forth. Just some of the lighter damage on sword. Simba set up for the edge guard.
Nice,
Oh,
ground pound.
Blood Diamond down to final stock.
Simba's doing so well for himself. This is the stock that he started with, and he's taken so many stocks off of Blood Diamond here in the third game of the set.
I know right now he is effectively at a 2-stock lead if this were a normal match. But crew battle style, it's so important that he's been holding on to this one.
So that movement to get underneath Blood Diamond and hit him with the nair.
Ooh.
Good avoidance.
Oh,
goes for the
my gosh. That was so scary off the edge. Oh, with the reverse. Simba, these gauntlets are absolutely insane.
He's just going off right now against Blood Diamond. Oh, but Blood Diamond able to get that down heavy, that disco, to clean up that stock of Simba.
All right, you see Blood Diamond juggling these weapons, delaying the weapon spawn. This is where he wants to really press the advantage against Simba.
All right, Simba's got that sword now. Oh, the wake-up recovery, nair, follow-up.
What an answer. My gosh, Blood Diamond deep in the red. This is dire straits. Is Simba going to swing this set in favor of the pink team? Okay.
That was a scary ground pound. Blood Diamond currently unarmed against the giant fist of Simba. Great spot dodge to avoid it. The dunk.
Uh-oh. Clutches Simba down. Blood Diamond searching for the edge guard. High tension around this corner here. Simba, oh my gosh. Val's signature, it is that sweep down over the edge.
Very close. Blood Diamond wants to maintain the lead, but it's the downlight recovery from Simba, and they take the stock advantage over the orange team.
Man, that is a massive swing. Simba trading 1 stock for Blood
3?
Diamond's 3.
He's taken 5 stocks so far. Simba doing very well for the pink team, and they've still got Costelix in that back pocket as the orange team forced to send out their final member, Double Dime.
All right, so you mentioned the question of what is Double Dime going to be playing today. Now, this isn't against Costelix yet, so he doesn't have to bring out the lance if he wants to send that message. So I'm expecting, you know, one of his bow legends that he's been playing. It's Kaya or Zariel.
Yeah, he's got that kind of pool of bow characters as of late. He has that Kai, he has the Zariel. He has shown some life in his Ulgrim, but as of late, it's predominantly been the Kaya and then some kind of pocket situations where he busts out the others.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So he is locking in Kaya. It's that spear, the bow. It's a lot of speed, a lot of defense.
So he survives a surprisingly long time. Stat line's fairly similar, just 1 more defense and 1 more speed on the side of Kaya.
Yeah, I think that's where he's going to really be playing that extra speed plus the extra range that her weapons afford to just out-footsie Simba.
On the other side, though, Simba playing some weapons that are really great at maintaining aggressive situations.
Oh, yeah.
So if Simba can get on top of Double Dime, we might see him just get those huge strings with his gauntlets, maybe take a stock or two. If he gets a stock off of Double Dime, like, Pink Team is going to be looking real pretty going into these final matches.
Oh, yeah, especially because, like, Koslix is waiting in the wings. Yep. He can delete an entire stock if you just missed your dodge window on those Lance signatures.
Now we're getting right into this one.
Oh,
Simba!
My gosh!
Almost got that. If that started off the soft platform, Double Dime would have been dead, despite the fact that that was a fresh stock to start it off. Still huge momentum for Simba.
You know Double Dime's got to be just replaying that one in his head, but you don't have time to think about it again. You are still in this match. Simba has not been touched, and Double Dime's about to lose his first stock? Are you serious?
Just barely backdash that one. Simba was charging that up Double Dime last second. Backdashes to avoid it. Finally gets a tick of damage onto Simba. But Simba's the one in the driver's seat, despite the fact that he is on one stock against the 3 of Double Dime.
Oh my gosh. He's already just hunting for the signatures. Wants to clear out this stock. Put his team guaranteed positive going into the final match. Ooh, Simba unarmed, hunting for the uppercut.
Double Dime playing very safe. He knows that if he gets this stock off of Simba, then this stock will just come back fresh. It will not matter how much damage is on this initial stock.
Yeah,
but he can't lose it.
He's got a long way to go for that, though. My gosh. Going for that signature over the edge. That might have done it. It's pretty strong. Almost off the top. Simba, there it is. Takes a stock. Sets his team in the positive.
Simba doing so well for the Pink Team. And he's not done yet. Still has plenty of health left on this Val pick. Double Dime able to pick up the bow.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Simba's gauntlet strings happen before. Your life can end in a moment. Double Dime doing a phenomenal job mixing up his dodges, not getting caught by any more than one hit at a time. He's got Simba off the edge. He's hunting. He wants that KO. Perfect dodge.
Great dodges on both sides. Simba, though, is the one who makes it back to the main stage. Goes off stage, goes a little bit aggressive, ends up throwing his sword as he's trying to go for that weapon toss to initiate onto Double Dime.
Uh-oh, Simba's got the gauntlets. You know this is what he was waiting for.
Over to the wall, has to avoid that ice. And that owl. Double Dime is looking for that kill option.
He just needs one of those strong hits to go into the final game.
That side air is going to send Simba over to that soft platform. The neutral air not high enough to finish off Simba. Simba very damaged, though. Another neutral air could do it.
Playing so carefully around this corner. Oh, gets the double side light. Tons of damage. These gauntlet strings just coming out. But Double Dime sealing the deal, saying, no, that is enough. Put those gauntlets down.
I was nervous for him after that double side light where he caught the dodge down. Simba was looking like he was going to get the gimp and then just have the 3 stocks of the Koslix to go up against the 1 stock of Double Dime.
I mean, it was looking hairy there for a moment.
That was real scary, but Double Dime manages to slow it down just enough that it is going to be 2 stocks of his going up against the 3 stocks of the Pink Team. This is doable.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, we've seen people take 3, 5 stocks before going down. Koslix, highly volatile player. If you can manage to stuff his recovery, the Lance doesn't have a lot of verticality to it. You can't move. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
You stopped mid-sentence.
He's going for it.
You saw my face light up as Double Dime is locking in the Ulgrim. He wants to go lance to lance against Koslix. But like you said, the critical thing for Double Dime is he needs to stuff Koslix's lance recoveries. Has to force Koslix off stage. Koslix, he's so talented at priming his weapon to be lance that basically at every point in time, he is going to have a lance in hand. The downside of that is all of the weaknesses that come with having a lance, which means that off stage, that recovery is very stuffable, and then you don't get anything out of it. You end up falling to your death a lot of the time, and that's what Double Dime's going to be looking for.
Oh yeah, especially, Ulgrim, he's got that axe, the down air, the ground pound. It's just so great at spiking opponents.
He doesn't even have to be on top of, like, vertically above Koslix. He can be underneath at an angle, go for the axe neutral signature. Fantastic spiking tool as well.
But I do wonder how much of this match is he going to focus on the Lance versus Lance. I feel like he's going to want to start that way at least.
Yeah, just a little bit. He just has to do it to prove that he is the Lance Master, that he can take down Coslicks, who, time and time again, we've said he is the champion of the Lance. But Double Dime wants to show him what's what.
Oh, yeah. So Double Dime, he was showing that Tuxedo Esports flag, doing it for his sponsor.
Great two-piece to start it off from Double Dime. Coslicks really utilizing that hammer toss.
Oh my gosh, just chip back and forth. But you know what? If you go back and forth, Double Dime is starting on the back foot. That is not the kind of match he wants to play.
The trades are going to be just inherently in Coslicks' favor to start off.
Double Dime so far sticking with the axe. There's a weapon center stage. He's going to look to rotate over. No, staying with the axe. He likes the axe versus the Lance matchup.
Might just want to start off with it to just get those first couple hits, get that first stock. But Coslicks not worried about that. Sidelight, side air, sends him off. And Double Dime is able to make it back. Coslicks was really charging up that down signature, wanting to cover that corner.
All right, here we go. Oh, he didn't even get a chance to go Lance versus Lance. Coslicks charging up that recovery.
Had that Lance for a second.
Only one stock left. This is dire straits for the orange team.
Double Dime has to 3-stock Coslicks now in order to win it for the orange team.
Oh my gosh, but Coslicks is finding side air after side air. That signature hit sending Coslicks into the red, but he has no problem getting back to stage with all that Lance movement.
Nice. Oh! Okay, Double Dime.
Chop takes the first stock. He's got 2 to go.
Double Dime with the double chop to get that stock off of Coslicks. Now we're getting that Lance versus Lance mirror match that we were so excited for, but Double Dime, he's so incredibly damaged. These nairs from Coslicks just putting him so much closer to death.
Dodging through that signature, that would have been the end. Double Dime really wanting to get something started with this Lance Nair. I mean, it juggles the opponent, it sets up for so many different attacks. Uh-oh, way off the side, still alive.
That neutral light sent him so far, though. Double Dime is so damaged. Stop.
He went for the extra combo.
He went extra.
But you know what? Able to clean it up with that neutral air. It was a little bit of that dodge coverage, giving the victory for the pink team.
Very convincing finish from the pink team. Yo, huge shout outs to Simba taking, what was that, 6 stocks on his own?
Gosh.
That's a 2-for-1 trade for each of his stocks. Like, that is massive. Really well played, just set his team up for success, and Coslicks closing that one out against Double Dime.
What an incredible game one. I'm glad we got to see the Coslicks Double Dime Lance matchup, if nothing else.
You gotta, it's for the culture. It's for the story. you gotta do it. It's for Brawlhalla culture.
All right. So that's setting the pink team up pretty well.
Okay.
But the next matchup that we're going to be having, because that was just the first. There is so much left to go tonight in this Tuesday crew battle.
Yeah, up next, we've got the blue versus red team. You and I are wearing t-shirts representing both of these teams.
So that means that I've got to root for red, you've got to root for blue. Is that how this is going?
I'm super okay with this. I like, no offense to the red team. Like,
all right.
Great and all, but
all right, so tell me, the blue team that you are clearly representing here, who is on there? Who are you excited to see?
So they've got Atrophius, Silly Goby, and Starlight. All 3 of these players, absolute monsters. All 3 of these players have had standout performances in the 1v1 scene at various points in times. And they also are just a well-rounded team with Silly Goby as a just strong 2v2er to go alongside them. It's going to be interesting. They're a team that you can't, like... So, like, looking back at the last match, right, we have the orange team. They had the double Asuri. Like, you're like, okay, that's their team kind of has these weapon preferences. But with the blue team, they each have their own kind of focus, right? Silly Goby, he's got the thatch, he's got the Bodvar, a little bit of sword, he's got some hammer and blasters. Then you go over to Atrophius, he's Mordex through and through. You got a gauntlet, you got a scythe. Then you go to Starlight, and he has the Sidra. He's got the cannon and the sword. One of the few cannon players in the competitive scene. They're
incredibly rare, yeah.
It's so difficult to be prepared for this team because they have so much in their toolbox.
All right. So that kind of matchup spread, I'll give it to you. It's pretty great.
You kind of have to.
But don't wake the sleeping giant that is the red team. All right. We've got these players who everybody forgets about. Oh man, LDZ, he's coming back. What's he gonna do? He's the 2-time world champion.
What's he gonna do? He's gonna get 3-stock by Wrenched.
All right, come on, man. You gotta listen to me here. Every time that he's shown up at the World Championship, everybody downplayed him. Same as you're doing right here. What are his results there? First, fourth? That is absolutely ridiculous. I'm looking for him to just take so many stocks off this team, set his team incredibly positive, and then hand it on over to Pugsy XD, who every time he shows up, people are like, nah, that's all right. This match is going to be free. And then, you know what? When the chips are down, he will claw his way into top 8. All right?
All right.
And then Egg Soup, you can't deny the style. This man has the highlight reels for days. Everyone just loves watching and hearing him smack talk. Look at that smug face. He is just ready to lay it down on this team.
You know, you make some very valid points. I think we have to let the players speak for themselves, though, as we are about to get into the matchup between the red and blue team. Oh, but before that, we gotta set this other one up. There's a lot of things going on. We gotta set up a lot of matchups.
So we've been talking about, players feeling certain ways, and you know what? We've got one for probably the marquee match that is happening later tonight, and he's got some words for you, the viewers.
All right, Faison, can you hear us? All right, how you doing? How about you introduce yourself, introduce your team?
Oh.
Okay. So y'all couldn't hear Faison, but we can.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
Okay, that should be good now. Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah. All right. My bad. Okay, so I'm Faison. My name's Vincent, and I'm playing on white team. Isidru's the team captain, and then my other teammate is Cody Travis, who is also Isidru's 2v2 partner. So, yeah.
All right, welcome. Well, thank you for stopping by for a couple words. Without divulging too much of your team strategy here, because I know you kind of want to keep that in the back. But what do you think are the particular strengths that your setup of 3 players gives your team?
I think I think our biggest strengths lie in 2v2s, because whenever you have a team, whenever you have an actual team inside your team of 3, that's always such a huge help. And then I'm fairly confident that I can play and synergize really well, given with a little time with any person I play with. And so far, that's been pretty true when I've been playing with Isidru and Cody. In ones, with that being said, I think we're still super strong in ones. I think the only team, I should say, that would really give us trouble in ones is the team we're facing today. Which is the black team. Sandstorm in particular is probably the roughest one, I'd say, for us all. With that being said, I think if we just play our cards right, then it should kind of set. I really think the first match is going to be super important, because whoever gets that lead leading into the second match with that stock lead, I think that could really help just create a snowball effect for whichever team gets that. So it'll be interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. You mentioned Sandstorm being a particularly tough opponent, but you have taken him down in tournament before, so you've got to be feeling pretty good rolling into this one.
Yeah, I do.
You said that so nonchalantly.
Well, but it's like, even if I have beat him in the past, I'm not gonna look, and because even then it was still really close stuff. So, and that it's been a couple months, in that time he has won another LAN. Like, he still has beaten people I haven't beat yet. So, with all due respect, he definitely, it's not like I can walk in, if I end up having to face him, walk into the match thinking, okay, this should be a breeze, because all those people that are on the black team, none of us can have that mindset on the white team. No one in general, no competitor in general should have that mindset. So, yeah,
I mean, I respect your mentality going into there. You can't sleep on anybody. I would kind of give that as one of the main attributes to your current rise to stardom.
Right. Probably. I mean, I've never been one to really be too outspoken, and when I am, it's more out of sarcasm more than anything.
I've caught your streams.
I saw you elbow drop your bed as well. Just saying.
Yeah. And like when I don't try and give off an image that I'm trying to like just completely trash talk someone or anything. Make them feel like I think less of them or something like that. Look down upon them really. So I always try and take a sarcastic approach that I can maybe get a laugh out of it from someone instead of making someone feel bad. So
that's nice. That's good.
That's commendable. Yeah. Well, this is your opportunity. You have the stage. Is there anything that you want to say to the black team, sarcastic or not?
I mean, I think Remy's their easiest player. 2017's.
Okay.
That's 2 years ago, so he's getting back on track, but it's been a bit since he's been in the spotlight for 1v1, so we'll see how he performs. But aside from that, I mean, the only reason I'm going to say anything is because he's my teammate, and he's been great to team with. But as far as Boomy and Sandstorm, I mean, I feel like I can't really say too much to them, but yeah, they're players.
All right, fair. Right. Okay, so that you said is your toughest matchup that you're going to be facing in this group stage. Maybe looking ahead, looking past at the other group, what is the team there that you are, I guess, most excited or worried about facing?
Who are you looking for?
Yeah, so the team that I personally think will move on into finals from the other side, I think that green team overall is stronger. I mean, I don't remember exactly, but they barely had to play Wilson from what I know of, and I think that Wilson into anyone aside from Wrenched on the purple team, like, that's just such a huge advantage. And then if iThrow's playing well and if Noel's playing well, I think that should be probably pretty close. I still think purple team can beat them there. But when it goes to 2v2s, I think overall 2v2 should just be I'm gonna call it a 2-0 for the green team. So and I guess to cap it off, like, I think that whoever wins on my side of the bracket, white team or black team, I think they're going to take the whole thing anyways, so I don't really care too much.
I like the confidence.
Side. Yeah. So, I mean, that's really it.
All right. So I guess, are there any parting words that you have for your fans and viewers at home?
No, just keep cheering me on. This Pro Series has been really, really fun so far. It gives me something to do during the weekdays as far as keeping practice going and whatnot. So yeah, it's been really, really good. I hope there's more to come.
Oh yeah, tons of action, more to come.
Yeah.
Thank you for stopping by.
No problem.
Faison rocking it for the white team alongside Cody, Travis, and Isidru. We're going to be seeing them playing just a little bit later against the black team of Boomy, Sandstorm, and Remy.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that match. I know a lot of people are as well, but right now we are going to be going into the blue team versus the red team. We've set up the stage. Both of these teams have very strong players, and each of us are excited for some of them. Who are they sending in? They're going to be sending in Pugsy and a Trophius to kick it off.
Ooh, okay. All right. So Pugsy, highly volatile player. He can show up and just erase people. A Trophius, very much the same. If he can get those scythe strings going, I mean, we've seen him take stocks in the first 8 seconds.
Yeah, he's had huge blow-ups where he completely deletes stocks without taking any damage, but he's also had moments where he struggles to get in on his opponent. And if Pugsy can kind of zone him out, that's quite possible, especially with something like Spear for the long range.
So it looks like we are going to have Ninja versus Ninja, Hattori versus Jiro. All right, so Jiro, everybody talks about, he's only got 3 defense in a crew battle. That's kind of a rough call to make, but Atrovius is taking that defense stance, bumping it up to a respectable 4.
Yeah, that seems to be kind of across the board, is that most players who have a 3 defense character are going to be starting off with that defense stance. But Atrophius, he knows that there's so much more to the character than just the stats. He's got that signature kit of Jiro's, can send out those shadow clones and just completely control space. Oh my gosh, Pugsy gets caught on the movement, and Atrophius is not done. Pugsy finally picks up a weapon 20 seconds into the game.
Man, he took a ton of damage. Atrophius just needed the one dodge read to really turn it up. Sending Pugsy off the edge, looking for the edge guard. That down light. Oh, perfect dodge. Pugsy would have been gone there.
That was so close, but Atrophius still in a strong position. Ground pound finishes off the first stock of Atrophius, and Atrophius so incredibly healthy on this 4 defense Jiro.
All right, you see, he turned it over. He got rid of that sword. He primed his next scythe while also delaying the weapon spawn.
He knows his scythe. He loves his scythe. He has been the original North American scythe player.
Yep, Pugsy finding a couple dodges out of those scythe strings, but Atrophius always looking for more.
And he's changing up the way he's following up off that neutral air. But Pugsy, great response in damage on this spear. Needs a little bit more. Might be looking for that kill option soon. Nair sends Atrophius off the screen. Not enough to kill, though.
Atrophius deep in the red. Pugsy really hunting with these signatures. Again, perfectly dodges the Shadow Clone.
Pugsy's ready for that neutral signature. And the side signature connects. Pugsy able to even up the stocks.
All right, priming another sword. He wants that nice stability. Atrophius with the sword as well.
A little bit of a sword mirror match coming out between the red and blue team. Atrophius gets in on top of Pugsy. Downlight recovery, not enough to kill just yet.
This
Second
time,
one will do it.
Just enough, and Atrophius up a full stock. Blue team looking clean.
Huge lead for the blue team. And he's already starting up on this final stock of Pugsy. Got a little bit of an opener. We're looking for another one. Likely we'll be setting up for that neutral air. There's the turnaround neutral air, but a great response from Pugsy, the wake-up attack.
Man, he's really going to need these sword strings, but Atrophius just keeps getting him in strings of his own. I'm expecting Pugsy to start going for some of those more desperate offstage plays. One of the only ways to bring this back.
Either that or like a couple of those sword neutral signatures, right? We've seen some stocks where like 2 neutral signatures, if they both connect, could finish off a stock of basically any player. But Atrophius is not going to let Pugsy have the opportunity. Pugsy is just on that back foot, on that corner.
Atrophius now just getting chip damage, just that side light with the hard follow-up, sending Pugsy off stage every time while building up damage.
Sends out the Shadow Clone. Pugsy goes high above it, trying to catch Atrophius.
Now, this is where it's going to be big. I mean, Pugsy, he is so damaged, but if he can at least manage to take down Atrophius' stock before going down himself, he can set up his team in a better footing.
Yeah, he'll be in an okay spot, that recovery. Pugsy is lucky that was so low because Atrophius sent him so high in the sky, but Pugsy is going to hold on to that stock for a hot minute. Almost gets sent off
down
screen.
Off the edge. Oh, fighting his way back with the neutral air. That's that neutral signature you were talking about.
Oh, just barely Atrophius able to avoid that side air. Pugsy almost gets this stock. The ground pound sends him off. Weapon toss. Reading the low movement, but Atrophius goes high, gets to the wall.
Oh!
Recovery from Atrophius gets the stock off of Pugsy, and that means he's going to be going in with 2 stocks up.
Man, that was clutch at the end. I really thought Pugsy had Atrophius just in that edge guard, but he was able to just clip through that corner.
Just barely.
Get that uppercut in between the sword swings.
Yeah, Pugsy was so close to giving his team just a little bit of a better position, being only 1 stock down as opposed to the 2 of Atrophius. Now the question is, who does the red team send in? Atrophius is just, he's so healthy, he's so strong, and he's got some crazy side stuff going on.
All right, so you've got to think, do they send in Egg Soup?
Okay.
And just be like, okay, this kid, he needs to just go absolutely crazy, all those awesome highlight reels, and burn his way through. Or do they send in LDZ and just try and get him to Avatar state and take out the next 6 stocks at least?
I think they're going to send in LDZ. Basically, it's a question of which fate are they going to send in. Are they going to send in a more orb-centric fate or a more scythe-centric fate? And LDZ, a slightly more scythe-centric fate, wants to show Atrophius up, as Atrophius is kind of known for his scythe.
Yeah, oh yeah. And I mean, at least he'll be able to match that range of the down light. It is one of the favored starters for Scythe players just because of how far you can reach.
Yeah, it goes pretty far, and fortunately, both of them have that now. They'll both have the Scythe down light.
So it'll be incredible footsies, and that's going to matter a ton as we're returning back to Mammoth Fortress.
It's the classic map. It's the one that we all know and love. LDZ versus Atrophius in Game 2, but Atrophius is still the starter character of the blue team. LDZ needs to not take too much damage here and lose too many stocks trying to take out Atrophius.
Yeah, I mean, Fate does have a ton of strength, so able to take those stocks pretty quickly. That's the sprint he's going to be looking for. Atrophius getting some solid anti-airs. LDZ almost with the dodge punch, but Atrophius staying just behind those neutralites.
Trading back and forth between the two teams.
Ooh.
Damage, great movement, gets that down light, but LDZ response sends Atrophius away.
Both of them jockeying back and forth. LDZ denying the weapon. He switched over to the orb. The side signature can reach incredibly far. The neutral signature, very fast.
Trying to catch him with that neutral air can set up to the recovery or that gravity cancel neutral signature. But Atrophius just fantastic movement around this orb of LDZ.
Ooh, LDZ getting a couple hits, knocking Atrophius around the stage, but not quite enough. He is still behind on damage.
Weapon toss, LDZ back to the Scythe. This is the weapon that he likes a little bit more for this character.
Cool, but Atrophius just answers everything. Oh, look out for that Shadow Clone. Sneaks in right behind it onto stage.
Knows the hitboxing on that one. Gets past it. Atrophius going deep for that ground pound. But LDZ trying to throw out some stars. Wants to finish the stock off of Atrophius, but he is so incredibly damaged here. A little bit of a falling Sair. Another Shadow Clone thrown out from Atrophius.
Gotta be careful. I mean, LDZ, how has he survived this long? Look at him just in that barbecue sauce color. Still alive?
That neutral light almost finishing off LDZ. The whip, that down light whips Atrophius over to the left side, and that is going to kill. LDZ takes the stock. He's looking all right, but he is incredibly damaged here on this first stock of his fate.
Yep, I agree with Atrophius dashing in with that side air. He just needs a solid hit. That wasn't the one to do it, but on the edge guard, oh no, LDZ able to touch, sneaks right by that down light. LDZ's movement around these corners has been crazy, but Atrophius plucking him off that, sending him out.
Taking out 4 stocks off the red team. LDZ comes back, no weapon spawns as Atrophius completely denies it.
Man, he keeps that weapon starve going. Swapping again to the sword, LDZ able to retreat back, get that scythe. Man, but Atrophius has already put a sizable amount of damage onto LDZ's second stock.
Atrophius is doing well for himself to start off this matchup between red team and blue team. LDZ gets the opener with the neutral light, but Atrophius, he knows this scythe. He knows how to avoid those follow-ups. Great recovery, though.
You can't avoid everything from LDZ, though. He just knows. All right, so he's able to hold on to 2 stocks. That is key.
Yes, that is critical. It is going to keep his team close, as it'll be 2 stocks to the 3 stocks of the next blue team member. The question is, do they send in Silly Gobi or do they send in Starlight?
Man, that I can't even make the call on this one. So they kept Atrophius at, he did go positive, but they kept him at just taking 4 stocks for his 3.
Right. Just 4.
Just 4.
You just went positive, all right?
Yeah, but I mean, as far as like damage control goes, that is exactly what they needed. Now LDZ, if he can go ahead and do that same thing Atrophius just did, take 4 stocks total. Egg soup. Can he do it?
Can he do it?
Can he do it?
Can he be
I mean,
the victor?
that would set him up pretty well for the final matches.
All right. Well, Starlight is going to be coming in for the blue team, and as we know, he is going to be going in with that Sidra. Sidra's cannon is going to be hitting incredibly hard, but interestingly enough, LDZ is switching it up. He's done with the Fate. He's like, I just needed the Fate for the Scythe mirror match. Now he's going to the one that we see him in 1v1s a little bit more with, the Ada.
Okay, I understand this. He's in it for a bit more of the long haul. He wants those incredible blaster strings that he is so good at getting. even just the spear strings for tons of damage.
Also, LDZ's offstage with blasters can be very
unreal.
Devastating. He has some very clean offstage blasters, which is going to be very pivotal for getting that momentum back towards his team. Getting stocks early off of the opponent with those offstage plays is going to be massive.
I mean, even if he can land some of those blasters' neutral signatures, get an early spike down, a lot of Cannon's aerials are not that quick. He can easily just take down Starlight.
We're starting off LDZ versus Starlight. LDZ over to the Ada. Getting the first ticks of damage onto Starlight. But Starlight now with the weapon control. LDZ sneaks under, gets the blasters, but he took a little bit of damage for that.
Yeah, Starlight did a great job of recognizing, hey, he's unarmed, I've got a bit of the advantage. Even if he's going to pick up this weapon, I can make him pay for it.
Just don't let him get those weapons for free. LDZ, though, with the range advantage now with these blasters, he is still going in on a Starlight, and Starlight getting the punish, trying to mix up the weapons. Ooh. Starlight with the coverage again. Starlight with that weapon control as LDZ swaps up the weapons.
Range of the spear not meaning anything to Starlight as he just dashes in with those combo starters.
Great spot dodge from LDZ to avoid the combo starter, but the neutral sick from Starlight, and LDZ gets launched.
Oh man, and now Starlight is on the cannon. Things are looking dire for Red Team. Perfect dodge out. If he didn't get the exact correct one, Starlight would have just taken the match.
But LDZ putting the hurt onto Starlight now, goes for the side air, reads Starlight pushing off of that wall.
I mean, he was able to make it back just because of that side movement on the cannon side air. Amazing for movement. Yeah. Uh-oh. There's the strings. LDZ just avoiding that recovery, but taking so much damage. All right, he takes a stock. 2 stocks left on Starlight, but LDZ's already in the orange.
And he's already taken damage as Starlight comes in, has the weapon control. That sword
bounces
to himself for the recovery. LDZ barely avoids that nair, barely avoids the gravity cancel downlight. Now he's got the spear in hand. Runs in to the tentacle from Starlight. And that means Starlight is going to be up 2 stocks.
All right, so Starlight released the Kraken, but now it is time to release the egg soup. How many egg drops can we get?
Well, he is the pioneer of the egg drop, that weapon toss, specifically the spear toss into a down air. He's going to be coming in with the Fate, though. Likely will be starting off with that Fate. And honestly, Egg Soup's offstage with the Fate is equally dirty. His down airs with the orb, bouncing it off the walls, just using that kind of ricochet property of the orb can really mix up the opponent.
Yeah, that's going to be the key to victory here. Egg Soup needs those crazy offstage plays. He doesn't want to give them time to go even on damage. He wants to get those KOs at white, at yellow off stage.
Well, he's first got to shove Starlight off stage to begin with, as we are going to get ready to get right into this one. Egg Soup has to beat out Starlight, and he can really only afford losing maybe 1 stock to take these 2 of Starlight, because there's still 1 more person on the blue team.
Man, so this is quite the mountain to climb. Can Egg do it? Oh, gets the dodge read. There's a ton of early damage.
Oh my gosh.
You're going for a ride straight to orange.
That's not the most fun ride in the world. Again, Egg Soup reads Starlight with a movement.
Whoa!
Oh, weapon toss is going to take him out of that carpet ride. But Egg Soup doing really well. Gets some great damage onto Starlight.
Man, he has just been dominating this match. Starlight trying to find some sort of answer here.
Gravity cancel down signature, putting that ribbon, putting that bow on that stock and taking out Starlight and not taking too much damage for that one.
Man, all right, and Egg going back to the scythe. He wants that massive damage early on. He's been getting these dodge reads time and again. I feel like he's just in Starlight's head.
He just knows. He knows exactly how Starlight's going to avoid it, but Starlight doesn't have to worry about dodging when he has the pressure on top of Egg Soup. These downlight openers onto Egg Soup. Just getting that damage out.
Ooh, a little bit of neutral sig action. Beats out the side air.
Just barely avoids that ground pound. But the neutral air sends Egg Soup up. That's a lot of damage on Egg Soup. Starlight could potentially get this stock.
Ooh, almost does it with the side air.
Well, that's a burn dodge.
Whoa, again challenging these side airs, knows that there's not much.
Oh!
Egg Soup doesn't lose a single stock, taking out Starlight.
Really well played from Egg Soup to hold on to that one. Didn't lose a stock like you said. I don't think there is a more impressive showing from Egg Soup.
Man, that was just absolutely perfect. Exactly what they needed. He knew how to respond time and again. And now we're going dead even, Egg Soup versus Silly Goby, to close out this crew battle.
And if I'm Silly Goby coming into this one, I'm going to be a little bit nervous because Egg Soup had so much stuff going on. Like that was a very quick one, and there was not a lot of time to realize everything that Egg Soup just did.
Oh, yeah. So you've got to imagine he was watching that match intently, seeing, okay, what were the dodge reads he was going for? What were the dodge punishes? I don't want to get caught by any of those. So at least your openers have to be the answer to that.
Well, we'll see if we can do that as we get into this final match between the red team and blue team, Egg Soup versus Silly Goby. And Silly Goby is going to be coming in with the Bodvar. A little bit more defense than his usual Thatch pick, and immediately swaps over to the hammer.
Ooh!
Great hammer
Tons
stuff.
of damage. Silly Goby just hammering away. Egg Soup trying to answer back. I got so scared because, I mean, Twilight Grove, it's got that wedge. It keeps sending them down into that laundry chute, and anything can happen there.
That is just a scary place to be on both sides. But we're seeing Silly Goby switch it up. He's like, I got my opener off the hammer. Now I'm going to go over to the sword for a little bit more consistency. Egg Soup just bouncing him off that wall, just really utilizing that wall to full effect to get so much damage onto Silly Goby.
That was so sick.
That was amazing to watch. Corner control, Egg Soup with the most patient edge guard ever. He just stood there.
It's the Zen, you know? He's got the perfect anti-air on that character, so why not just trust in it?
But Silly Goby, he's got the weapon control now. Has that center stage. Egg Soup underneath with the recovery. Takes the first stock.
Man, and he's set up pretty well, too. Just lightly orange.
Just a little orange on him as he eats the ground pound down there. Egg Soup just enough to get to the wall. Silly Goby thought he was done for. You saw him back off, go over to that weapon, and Egg Soup just always keeping a little bit of a parachute for himself.
Man, this is so close. Egg Soup ready to be taken down. Silly Goby just needs a strong tap on him. Oh, but Egg Soup with these orb strings.
Couple of taps from Egg Soup with that orb. Silly Goby looking for that weapon toss, couldn't quite get the connection, and Egg Soup trying to find his way back towards the center stage.
Just keeping that lead building. I mean, every single hit he gets just brings the red team closer to victory, and he's still alive. The sword side air not going to do it, but the uppercut. Taking the first stock. Those are tied up, but there's still a damage difference.
Yeah, just a slight damage lead in Egg Soup's favor. Silly Goby was looking for that weapon toss to open up Egg Soup. Gets a nice 2-hit with the unarmed side air into that recovery. Dancing around that weapon. Finally picks up the hammer as Egg Soup's got the scythe in hand.
Oh, what an answer! My gosh, the perfect spot dodge through the follow-up into the hammer combo. I love it.
That's why he wants this hammer for the matchup as Egg Soup again just utilizing that wall. Silly Goby has got to be careful about that positioning by that wall because Egg Soup is going to be looking for those wall bounces.
I mean, every time he has used it to turn just a little bit of damage into a lot of damage. Silly Goby knows how that goes, though. Oh, no! Falls into the star! Just as the drawing was finished, Silly Goby finishing his second stock, Egg Soup just dancing on his head.
He wasn't even, like, he just completely faked it out. Didn't look like he was going to be looking for a ground pound of all things there, and then just immediately just jumps up, ground pounds, stomps Silly Goby down, and Egg Soup, this could be it. This could be the red team's opportunity to get on the board.
Man, I mean, and he's looking so good. The damage built up on Silly Goby just keeps on climbing, and Egg Soup still has 2 stocks.
Goes for the neutral air, tries to get that side air follow-up. You saw him trying to position towards that right wall. Wants to just keep bouncing him off of that platform.
All right, Silly Goby finds it. There's that hammer neutral air, sending Egg off the top. He didn't even need to be that damaged for it. Silly Goby finding it at just the perfect height.
They were pretty high in the sky there. Silly Goby's going to be trying to cover this weapon now. Gets that scoop as Egg Soup picks up the scythe.
Uh-oh. Deep in the red, Egg Soup threatening to charge that projectile.
Yeah, those projectiles have that.
Oh! The weapon toss. Silly Goby, there's his dodge. He managed to just dive kick the corner. Still alive, but he's got to find his way to that weapon. Egg Soup hunting him all the while.
He's trying to cover it with the side air. We'll do it, the red team. They have grown week after week, and they are going to get one on the board. Can't go 0-6 in the Pro
Oh
Series.
my gosh. They've done it. Egg Soup absolutely clutch at the end there, taking 2 off of Starlight to then go and close it out against Silly Goby.
Really good job from Egg Soup not losing a stock to Starlight. That's got to be a huge confidence boost, and that gave them enough to get into this one. Because Silly Goby,
it went to last stock.
Yeah, he took 2 stocks. So if Egg Soup had lost 1, that would have been devastating. But Red Team, they did well. I think I have to change shirts now, unfortunately.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I'm rocking the correct colors here, you know? You got to go with the hard call-outs. Choose your outfit in the morning, and there you go. That's the decision.
Yeah, you were very much more prepared, unfortunately, for me. But really well played from the Red Team. Congratulations. I mean, the Blue Team, they're not done yet. We're going to be going into 2v2s next week, and, you know, strong teams all around. But up next, we've got the Black Team versus the White Team.
Oh, man. All right, so we got to talk to Faison a little bit earlier about this matchup. How do you feel this one's going to play out? Who do you think's going to lead? Who do you think's going to go anchor?
Oh, I mean, it's going to be interesting no matter what they send out. I think the Black Team will try to keep Sandstorm in the back pocket. It seems like that tends to be the rule of thumb, is to have Sandstorm be the anchor, and then Boomy or Remy, whichever one is a little bit more warmed up at the time, they send in first. Week 1, they had Remy first. Week 2, they sent in Boomy first. Sure. On the other side, the White Team, really, they could send in anyone, and I would be like, yeah, that makes sense. There really isn't a wrong choice in this one. I think they like to send in Cody Travis first, though.
Okay, yeah. I mean, he has gone on a tear, just taking so many stocks. He's got the defense to do it. He always plays that Barraza. I mean, he's more machine than man now.
He's got an engine for a heart.
Ooh, it sounds like we've got a little extra taste for you guys.
So if you've been following on social medias, there's been some banter between these two teams, which has been absolutely exciting, but we also have some interviews between these teams. Let's kick it off with Boomy to talk about the upcoming matchup between the Black Team and the White Team.
Hey everyone, I am Boomy. I'm the rank 1 overall power ranked player, and I play for the Black Team. So what team are we most worried about in our pool? Why? I do think that the White Team is the second strongest opponent in the entire series, and it's unfortunate that we're in the same pool, but I think their 2v2 gameplay is incredibly strong, and Cody Travis plus Isidru, as well as the addition of Faison, will do extremely well in 2v2. I'm excited to destroy the White Team. I'm very close friends with everyone on that team, especially Faison, and I really hope I can play against him in 1v1 and just destroy him. Thank you guys so much for supporting us, and we definitely won't let you down. We'll destroy our pool, we'll go 6-0, and we'll take the whole series. If you guys like winners, root for us, because we're the winners. Boomy signing out.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Isidru. I'm the captain of the White Team, along with my teammates Faison and Cody Travis. I'm really confident in my team. I think we've been popping off so far. The only team we're worried about in our pool is Black Team, but I think it's doable, and we're going to try our best to win. On the other side of the bracket, the only person I and my team are worried about is just Ithro, because Ithro single-handedly can destroy everyone in Brawlhalla without trying. And so if we were to meet them, it'd definitely be a struggle. At first, before Pro Series started, I would say that our team would be stronger at 2v2s, but after seeing how hard Cody is popping off at 1v1s, I think we're equally good at both. Thank all you guys for your support. It means a lot to us. I hope you keep rooting for us, because we're probably going to win the entire thing, hopefully. I really hope so. And, keep cheering us on. We're going to try our best. Thanks for everything.
Really well spoken from both of the Black Team and the White Team. There's respect on both sides, definitely confidence on both sides, and let's just let them speak for themselves with their gameplay, as we're going to get right on into the matchup of the Black Team versus the White Team.
All right, so you were saying expecting Boomy or Remy, whoever is more warmed up at the moment, but
nope.
wait,
okay.
Really? The Cody Travis call, I mean, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
But Sandstorm right at the front.
I think it comes down to what Faison said in the interview prior, where it's whoever takes game one, that is the critical game, because that is going to give their team the much needed momentum to go into game 2 and game 3. And it's hard to argue with sending Sandstorm to have the most potential to take that game 1.
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue with that, especially with Sandstorm taking that defense stance a little hardier. But it's very interesting that Cody Travis actually takes away from defense.
Yeah, a little bit more movement speed. I think 5 is kind of the minimum that players generally want to look for. And so he's okay with taking out of that incredibly high defense and putting into that speed.
Yeah, I mean, he's still got 7 defense.
Yeah, still has plenty to work with.
Going into this first match, I mean, Cody Travis, we're going to expect that blasters and axe, Sandstorm, scythe, and gauntlets, but tons of strings all around. Sandstorm, I mean, we expect it from the scythe and gauntlets, right? But Cody Travis, just time and again, gets so many with the axe, and his blasters are unreal.
He is arguably one of the strongest blasters players out there, one of the ones who's really stuck with blasters through and through, and he has those blasters to go up against Sandstorm. But Sandstorm, he's got these gauntlets, fantastic weapons for getting into the dead zone of blasters and just staying on top of them. Cody Travis not able to find the shot onto Sandstorm.
Man, I can't believe Sandstorm has been staying above and below the blaster's side air, because that's a pretty tall blast.
He's just doing such a good job with his movement. Staying real high again against Cody Travis. Cody Travis with a little punish underneath with that neutral air.
I mean, he's going for those anti-airs, but Sandstorm was able to slip down incredibly well. Sidelights into recoveries all around. Cody Travis going into the red.
Now that Sandstorm's got this scythe in hand, he's going to be likely looking for the setup into that neutral signature.
Oh!
As I say it, the down 6 sends Cody Travis off, but Cody Travis, lots of defense on this Barasa, not enough to eat that weapon toss. And that means Cody Travis is going to fall.
Man, that weapon toss just took out his recovery. He didn't have it for later on. Sandstorm looking pretty healthy still, just in the orange. If he can get any more of those gauntlet strings going, it does not look good for Cody Travis. Ooh.
He found the opener, but did not get the read. Cody Travis mixing up his dodges out of that side light. Needs a little bit more damage onto Sandstorm before he can look for that kill option. You saw him throw out that down signature, but it's going to be the downlight side air. Around the corner now. Can he keep Sandstorm off? No!
Ooh. Sandstorm getting right over that barrel roll again.
Lots of down signatures thrown out from Cody Travis. Sandstorm with the spot dodge in the air. Oh, the weapon toss, knocking him just below that side air.
Cody looking for some of these big axe swing side air, sending Sandstorm off the edge. Going for the edge guard, catches the down air with the blasters. Tied stocks.
Charging up that weapon toss. Likely will be sticking with those blasters, though.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of damage per shot. But Sandstorm, he's just going to go in unarmed on top of those blasters. Now he's just making those arms bigger with the gauntlets as Cody Travis is unarmed off stage. Eats that neutral air, makes it back to the wall, slows it down.
But Sandstorm still just denying him stage control. Oh! Answers out of the dodge with the uppercut. Cody getting a healthy amount of damage onto Sandstorm, not ready to go down just yet. Ooh, using that movement, getting around these scythe attacks. Sandstorm with a perfect dodge. It was who's gonna blink? You're gonna blink. Close your eyes. Get off the right side. Go down to your final stock.
And that means, like you said, Cody Travis has one stock left to work with. Otherwise, the black team is going to have that momentum that Faison was saying was so incredibly critical for this matchup.
Oh, man. Every time Sandstorm gets one gauntlet hit, I get so nervous.
There's just so much potential behind each of those gauntlet hits. The side air sends Cody Travis off, makes it back to the wall.
Oh, got hit out of his recovery. Yeah. So dangerous there. Sandstorm incredibly damaged. Cody Travis just looking for that one hit to tie up these stocks.
Nice side air.
Yes.
He's going to even it up. Cody Travis. And he's going to stick to the axe now. Very confident in his axe play, but Sandstorm has the scythe.
All right, not too much separating these two, especially with Barraza's defense. If Cody Travis can get some of those sidelight neutral air into the dodge read ground pound, that is a ton of damage and can easily bring this back.
Ooh, that recovery was so close when Sandstorm. Cody Travis holding away, but he's thrown away the axe, and now Sandstorm has the gauntlets in hand. Where's the weapon spawn? There it is. Cody Travis had primed it up to be another axe.
Oh, he went for that read. Didn't quite get the ground pound. Sandstorm finding the escape.
Still, that two-piece is nice damage from Cody Travis, looking for some dare initiations onto Sandstorm, likely trying to find something off the bounce, but the platform helping him out with that side light.
He didn't even have to spend the dodge. Cody Travis just managing to get back to the edge. I don't know how many more of these he can survive.
But now he's got Sandstorm on the edge, goes for the turnaround neutral signature. That reversal catches that axe before it falls too low. Oh, but the recovery! And Sandstorm takes it out. That's going to be game one, going the way of the black team.
Man, you got to imagine that was way closer than Sandstorm or any of the black team was hoping it would be. Going down to the final stock, so close, final hit.
But all you need is one. You just need that slight lead. And if Sandstorm can go positive in the next game, if he can take one stock off of the opponent, then black team is just going to maintain that position. But who is the white team going to send in? Do they send in the Phazon, the one that we were like, hey, Phazon, you've done it before. You might be able to do it again.
Ooh, or are they going to send in Isidru? Rock some of maybe that Bryn action, a lot of signatures. You only need to take out the one stock of Sandstorm. A well-placed signature can take it incredibly early.
He also has a Pocket Ulgrim, which I was going to say might be the pick, considering a lot of players have been saying, hey, you know, Lance is really strong against Scythe, so might be going for that matchup knowledge. But instead, Isidru, he's just going to be going for the comfort of the Bryn. High movement speed, high defense as well.
Oh, yeah, and he's definitely just whittling down this map selection. I know you guys at home can't see the map banning, but he's leaving open Small Mammoth, Shipwreck, and Miami Dome. I do not disagree with this. If he's able to get those axe down airs, I mean, he is a surgeon with those. Shipwreck or Miami Dome could be disastrous.
But at the same time, you're going up against Sandstorm, who has Katars and Gauntlets and insane offstage. And if you make a misplay on those axe down airs, you're going to be caught in recovery frames, and Sandstorm is going to be taking that stock.
So just don't miss.
Yeah,
it's that simple. Just don't miss.
It's like when they ask us, like, how do I get into Diamond? Obviously, it's don't get hit.
Right. Yeah, that's the easy way.
Yeah, that's the
don't
easy way.
get hit, you win your matches, and there you go.
Just don't lose.
And Isidru only needs to take one stock off Sandstorm. He just needs to make sure that he's the first one to take a stock this match.
Get right on into this one. Sandstorm with that scythe in hand. So much string potential. He's going to be looking for those big reads onto Isidru because he does not have a lot of health to work with as he gets the nairs, and Sayers already putting Isidru into the orange. Isidru going for the read of his own. Gravity canceled down signature out of that side light.
I like that he was able to tag Sandstorm with at least a little bit of damage. Oh, there's some signatures coming out. Sandstorm going into the orange. How quickly the damage has tied up.
Sandstorm is looking for these setups, wants this recovery to get Isidru off the stage. There's Isidru on that wall. Has to be careful how he comes up. Goes for that turnaround sig, but it's going to be Sandstorm with that reversal. That Nair has that active input.
Oh, man, and Sandstorm already going for signatures of his own. Looking to go positive.
Oh!
And he does!
Sandstorm gets it, just barely gets past that side signature and punishes Isidru. Sandstorm has gone positive.
You know, everybody talks about the Mordex Scythe neutral signature and the side signature, but the one that Sandstorm has gotten so much mileage off today has been the down.
That down signature, it's got so many good things going for it. Active input, as well as kind of that backwards movement inside of it.
Now it all just matters, can he tag Isidru into some extra gauntlet strings? Maybe take yet another stock? Isidru does just need the one hit. We see him going for these signatures time and again.
He knows that that signature will be enough if he can get it, but Sandstorm might not give him the opportunity. Switching over to the scythe again, that down signature coming out from Sandstorm.
And he also got him unarmed.
Okay.
He had to pay for it, but keeping it down, only one stock in Sandstorm's favor.
Keeping it close. Now it's on Isidru. Can he get the extra? Can he get the 3 stocks off of the next opponent coming out from the black team?
I mean, they're on the back foot right now.
Yes.
So this is really where you need to be able to turn that back around. You don't want to leave it just for your anchor. You don't want that amount of pressure at the end of a crew battle.
But it's Phazon's their anchor for the white team. He's calm, cool, and collected. He is not sleeping on anybody.
He said as much in his interview.
And so we're going to be seeing the black team send in Remy, keeping Boomy as the anchor for that matchup. As I think this is a little bit intentional from the black team. In his interview, he was like, I look forward to beating the white team, but specifically, I want to fight Phazon.
Ooh, okay. All right. I mean, I can understand that. Remy's going to be locking in the Koji here. A little bit of extra defense. Remy's Koji's been looking pretty great these past several weeks.
Yeah, he's definitely had some standout moments with this Koji. He's going to be coming in with this bow and sword against Isidru's axe and spear. Bow, fantastic for having just a lot of range, just some great poking tools. And then on the other side, he's got the sword, huge momentum swing opportunity, just kind of great all-around weapon. Can use it in so many different situations.
Yeah. Most of what we've been seeing is that tatami mat, that bow down signature. Remy using it just perfectly spaced, even just to bait out dodges so he can get larger bow strings.
I think specifically with this matchup, we're going to see a little bit less tatami mat and a little bit more of that side signature, kind of that horizontal shot, just because of the way that Isidru's been moving, especially with his side signatures on his spear. If Remy can position properly, a side signature will just completely shut down those spear sides.
Ooh, I like that. Remy getting the side light, and then he just waits. He wants that information. He knows his team's already got that little bit of a lead. How can he most effectively work it into a giant chasm?
But Isidru getting a great read, gets that neutral signature, the side signature, just that spinning axe catches Remy. Great gravity cancel side light into the nair. Isidru is getting so much damage on top of Remy.
Ooh, and Remy just not letting him land. He took so much damage just for the sake of gravity.
Oh, no!
But gravity canceled into the neutral signature. You said he was going to be looking for those incredibly strong bow shots. Isidru down to his final stock.
Well placed from Remy to get that stock off of Isidru. Isidru going to be looking for his kill option now. Throws out the side signature, but Remy above it with these punishes.
Man, Remy's anti-airs are really just something else. Every time you can guarantee they're going to get hit 2 or 3 times just on their way down to the ground.
He gets way more than just an errant anti-air hit. That side air sends him so far, but it's
Still
still not
alive.
enough to kill. Isidru over to the axe, a little bit more force behind those axe side airs, but Remy with a punish. Remy with the recoveries. Isidru.
Yes, send him up again. Again! Do it again, Remy! Switching over to the bow.
Oh, the recovery from behind.
Wow.
And Remy is going to be sitting, did not lose a stock to Isidru. That means there are 6 stocks on the black team to the 3 stocks of the white team.
All right, so you said Phazon is a great anchor, but great is not going to cut it here. He needs to be incredible. He needs to be the absolute best to cut through 3 stocks on Remy and then 3 on Boomy.
Well, we'll see if he is the absolute best anchor possible. As like you said, he is going to be going up against Remy first, and he has to cut through 3 stocks off of Remy. He's going to be going in with this Val. He's got the gauntlets. He's got the sword. He'll have the sword mirror match. And we've seen some fantastic Val stuff across today as well, right? Like Simba had some great movements with his gauntlets. And not on a Val, but Sandstorm's gauntlets were actually looking really strong as well. So Phazon, I mean, I'm expecting some good stuff from his gauntlets.
All right, and I like the fact he ended up going with Shipwreck Falls here for the map pick. I think it's a little bit of a safe bet from Remy, because if things can just turn around and you take any amount of stocks quickly, incredibly volatile, if you've got the lead, you'll just keep it. Phazon, though, he's rocking Val. I want to see that sword side signature. It covers all of the wall on Shipwreck.
Well, he's going to be starting off with the gauntlets. Not able to use that sword signature over the walls with the gauntlets in hands, but still, gauntlets have some amazing things they can do. Those reversal ground pounds just kind of scrape the knuckles.
Oh my gosh.
Doesn't reverse that one, but still keeping that pressure on top of Remy. Nice little neutralite sends him off. Side air clashes out. Another side air weapon toss. Remy with the dodge in. Still has the movement, but the side heavy from Phazon takes the first stock, and he is healthy.
30 seconds of combat, and Phazon already up 1. That's that open air of Shipwreck giving way to all these gauntlet combos and strings. And he's got even more ready for him.
Sidelight comes out from Faison, gets all of the bow follow-up off of that one, the downlight and neutral light as well. Over to the sword. Faison just right on that corner.
Man, he doesn't have a lot of room to play footsies with, and Remy just deleting it in an instant. Gets back on stage, a little bit of damage onto Remy, sends him off down low. There's the ground pound. That's 2. That's
Faison.
2. 4 more to go.
And he is still looking so incredibly healthy here with this Val, relatively high defense character. And we've seen him take stock so incredibly quickly. That first stock was taken in 30 seconds. If we can get this next one in the next 30 seconds, he's going to be good. We're going to be completely clean going into the final match.
Is he really going to checkpoint at 3 stocks? It's looking like it. That bow recovery, not yet enough. Faison still alive. Okay, Remy, he got the hit. He got the KO. Faison now down to 2 stocks, weighing that favor back towards the black team.
Yeah, Faison cannot afford to let Remy get another one.
Yeah, he wants at least 2 stocks if he's going to go up against Boomy with 3.
Misreads just a little bit. Expects Remy to go to the right side, but Remy, very intelligent, stays to the side. Faison throwing out the side signature. Starting to look for that kill option onto Remy a little early.
Ooh, Faison recovering high. Goes for the signature. Uh-oh. So dangerous every time you go off stage against Remy.
Dancing around the gravity cancel downlight into the recovery. Another recovery. Remy's not dead yet. Right side, Faison. One more recovery. That will do it. Faison. He comes back.
Man. Okay. All right. So he has cut through 3 stocks, trading 1 of his.
3 for the price of 1.
Now he's got to go 3 more.
Okay. Faison versus Boomy. This is the matchup that Boomy wanted. This is the one that he was so excited for. He's clearly trained for, and he is going to be going up against Faison.
Man. All right. So we said Faison had to be the best anchor. He could be the best.
He's looking like a really good anchor.
He could be the best.
It's quite possible that he might be the best anchor.
I gotta find out. We're going to small Brawlhaven. There's not a lot of room to move around here. The KO lines are pretty close. Damage is gonna pile up. Stocks are gonna fall left and right.
Yeah, this is going to be a short match, to say the very least, because of how quickly stocks can go. We're going to be seeing Boomy come in with this Diana on Small Brawlhaven.
Ooh.
Diana can be scary on this map. Those reversal signatures on both the bow and the blasters can take stocks so quickly.
That's going to be what Faison has to watch out for the most.
Boomy getting that initial shot, getting the first start in damage.
Ooh, tossing the sword, going threatening unarmed for a little bit before switching to the gauntlets. Oh my gosh.
But Boomy, able to hit that neutral air, shoves Faison back up, and he can make it all the way over to that left side. Faison tries to find the timing, tries to go for the knuckle drag, that ground pound, but Boomy with great nairs stopping Faison.
I gotta tell you, if you are looking to stop a gauntlet ground pound, you want blasters. That neutral air is one of the best in the business. Ooh, Faison going for the ground approach, gets the spot dodge out of Boomy, almost takes him out with that uppercut, the weapon denial, but Boomy just answering that signature with a little bit of damage.
Just great calmness from Boomy to not panic, but the ground pound from Faison will even up the stocks.
Boomy was playing right around that area where you'd expect that side signature from Faison, but it wouldn't have reached low enough. He just went for the ground pound. He said, forget the bluff, I'm committing.
I'm just going to go in, but there's the reversal. Boomy with a gravity cancel down signature, and Faison is down to his last stock.
Oh man, dire straits. Stock's just answering back.
Almost got another nair. That could have been it to take Boomy down to the final stocks.
Oh my gosh, Boomy perfectly dodging out, but now he's down low. Faison went for the extra dive kick, but Boomy fighting his way back onto stage. Jockeying back and forth for position. All right, Faison, he tied up the stocks.
This is doable.
He's only in the yellow.
Is he the best anchor?
He could be the best.
But here come the shots. Boomy with the blasters.
He's got the blasters. You said those down signatures are incredibly dangerous. You've got to watch out for those. And right now, Boomy, he gets to play that edge game. He gets to play off the side. He's got the blaster's neutral airs. Now he's got the bow. He went for the string. He wants to spike Phazon.
Great dodging from Phazon to avoid it.
Oh!
There's the bow. That down air. Phazon got the wall touch. Boomy did not expect that. Was a side
my
dig.
gosh. Boomy does it with that dive roll.
The range on that working out for Boomy. He stepped back, picked up the blasters, immediately shoots Phazon as he comes over the corner, and that means the black team is going to continue their win streak.
Man, I really thought Phazon was about to do it. That was so incredibly close.
He might not have been the perfect anchor, but he's a pretty dosh-scarring good anchor.
Oh, yeah. You got to know they're thinking about that one, seeing this level of play. What are the adjustments that they're going to need to make for Thursday when they fight again in 2v2s? That's going to be at the forefront of their mind. I cannot wait.
That's going to be so incredibly exciting.
Oh,
I mean, all of these have been absolutely lights out, but that means the black team is one step closer to being the representative of their group.
yeah.
And being the grand finalists on May 4th. And we're going to find out who their opponents are going to be. Is it going to be the purple team or the green team?
Ooh, man, oh man. All right, so purple team, we've seen them in 2 crew battles before so far. Wrenched, clean sweep. 9 stocks to his name. His team didn't even have to play. Week 2, Lil Capped almost mimicking that exactly. 7 stocks. That's such a dominant performance in these first 2 weeks. But the green team also has players that didn't even have to play. I mean, Wilson's just been chilling in the back this whole time. No one's even seen what he has prepared.
For what it's worth, everyone on the purple team has played in a crew battle.
Yeah.
Compared to the green team, which has yet to send out STTP Wilson.
Ooh.
So there is just that slight little bit of extra information for the purple team. There you see it. Wilson, he hasn't played.
Total
Literally
appearances,
0 plays.
0.
None.
Total takedowns, none. Total stocks, none. He's just chilling, man. He's waiting to stack the deck later on.
Is he going to continue his status of being out of town, not having to play in a single crew battle, or is the purple team?
All right.
Are they going to force the hand?
So you know Noel and I throw,
Yeah.
they're going to be doing their darndest to make sure that Wilson gets to just keep chilling. They want to go for that spotlight and just be like, Wilson, don't even worry about it. You made the right choice joining up with us. We're clearly going to be the best. We're going into the finals. Don't even worry about it. But the purple team has Lil Cap, Wrenched, and Ethan. That's a powerhouse lineup.
That is a pretty insane lineup. And as we've said time and time again, like, Wrench took 9 stocks, Lil Cap took 7 stocks, and Ethan, he only had to take 2 stocks. He only had the opportunity to take 2 stocks. If he could have taken more, he definitely would have tried.
Yeah, so I do wonder, how is that going to play into their lineup pick? Green team, we already know. Wilson's the anchor. He's the one in the back. Who's going to be the anchor this time for the purple team? Or maybe who's just going to be the first one we see? Because that might be all we see.
That's tough. I think I'm going to say purple team is going to start off with Ethan. They're going to keep this mix-up game going where they're just like, all right, well, who gets to be the star of today's crew battle? And I think they're going to be letting Ethan have his time in the light, and they're going to keep Wrenched as that anchor.
I mean, that is a solid choice. Wrenched, I mean, he took just so many second-place finishes last year. I mean, grand finals with Wrenched is just, it's a standard. You just search that up, and you get 1 million hits.
I mean, he's definitely made his presence known in the competitive scene. He has shown up time and time again, made those grand finals finishes, like you said. He got second at the World Championship.
Monster.
Like, he is a lights-out player. And there you see in his statistics, his overall statistics.
Oh, yeah.
He's earned quite a bit of money.
Power rank number 13.
It's pretty nice.
Lucky number 13. Unlucky for the green team, perhaps.
Unlucky for them, as they're going to be going up against that 13. And I think we're going to step into that lobby in just a little bit and see who they ultimately decide to send out first. What is your pick? Because I said my opinion.
Okay.
But one of us has to be wrong. So what's your pick going to be?
Well, I mean, all right. So I don't really differ on your opinion too much. because I thought they were going to go ahead and put Ethan out front to just go for the full rotation. But guess what? It's Little Capped again.
Okay, this was arguably the one that we weren't really expecting to send out first. It was like either they're going to send out Wrenched or they're going to send out Ethan, but instead they're going to be sending out Little Capped, and this might be specifically why, is to go for their mirror match, knowing that the green team was going to send out Ithro, because the green team has basically already said, this is going to be our lineup for every single crew battle. Ithro, Noel, Wilson, that's it. Everyone else, figure out what you're going to do about that.
Yeah, and I mean, if we and like everybody else were thinking they're either going to go with Wrenched or Ethan, this could just be a little bit of the mind game. I mean, Ithro, if he was going to go first, they're keeping that same lineup. He might have just been prepared for a completely different matchup. Now he's racing through his mind, okay, how am I going to play this Bodvar mirror?
Yeah, now he's got to do that mirror match. Interesting thing of note is that Ithro's in a stance, Lil Cap not in a stance. Ithro wants just a little bit more movement speed at the sacrifice of that initial damage.
Okay, I mean, I understand that. Ithro, he's got a very hefty combo game. Lil Cap, one of the more zen players.
Yeah. He can take his time. He's got those kind of... The thing that everyone always talks about with Lil Cap, right, is just his string game where he'll do the stomp into nothing, right? He'll do that combo starter and then expect you to just panic and try to get out of it, and then he punishes you even harder for that.
Yeah, and I mean, it has paid off so well in the past. We'll see if it pays off again as he switches over to that hammer.
Does have some hard-hitting stuff behind that hammer as Ithro gets underneath with the recovery.
Oh my gosh.
That claw, like, gave him a little bit of a shave. Saw some hairs fly off that one.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a thick beard, so, you know, he's still chilling. He's just fine, but we're going stop sign versus stop sign. Somewhere there's an intersection that disaster is happening.
There's just car wrecks all over this one intersection. Side air connects, that stop sign gets sent flying, and Little Cap forced to swap over to this sword. Who's going to get that initial stock? Who is going to get that lead for their team?
Damage build has been so even. That's enough to do it. Ithro going down first. Little Cap finding that sword combo to give himself the lead.
And Little Cap knows how close this one is. Backs up to the wall almost as if this was a 2v2. Waits for Ithro to make some sort of mistake, and then he can come back up safely, starting to get some chip damage onto the second stock.
Yeah, you don't want to let them get that revenge stock. The almost immediate... Stock. Yeah, exactly. You respawn, you uppercut them, take them out, tie it up. You don't want any of that to happen. You just want to make sure to build that lead every single time.
Now Ithro switching over to the hammer. Lots of force behind those hammer hits, so he's going to be looking for this kill quick, but Little Cap is getting this damage built up. And again, back to this corner. Oh, Ithro goes over, and Little Cap just ready with the neutral air.
Yeah, you see Little Cap doing kind of these drive-bys, but Ithro stopping in his tracks, stomping to side air, tying up the stocks. He took a little bit of damage, but really not that far behind.
Great approach from Little Cap, starting to get aggressive again now that he has a fresh stock. Just maintaining this lead over Ithro. Ithro was looking for that read with the recovery, but Little Cap off the soft platform. A little bit more height over to the hammer.
Little Cap's definitely going to be looking for these stomps. He wants the combo. Oh, side air raw off the side. Going for the weapon throwdown. Forced Ithro to recover in towards the wall.
Stomp scoop from Ithro. Knows that he doesn't really have a lot of damage on Little Cap, so he just goes for as much damage as he can. Had that potential for like a nair or a recovery off that scoop.
Advantage definitely leaning towards Lil Cap, but Ithro, I mean, he only needs a couple solid hits to bring this back.
Great spot dodge from Ithro to set up for that stomp, but there's Lil Cap with the initiation. Downline into recovery, looking very healthy here as Ithro comes down to his final stock.
Man, Small Enigma really is small. You're playing up on those platforms. The ceiling is so close.
I mean, that's also one of those things about these tri-platform maps, is it kind of forces you into that center area. It makes it feel so much smaller, and Lil Cap taking full advantage of that.
Ooh, Ithro playing a bit of footsies, gets the downlight, but Lil Cap soon to answer, just pushing that damage advantage.
Nair into recovery from Lil Cap. Ithro, little tap in response. Another scoop from Lil Cap. He's just widening this gap now.
Ithro finding his way back to center stage. As Lil Cap off the edge, they're both going for the scoops. Lil Cap again finding that stomp into side air, the coach pitch.
Nice side air from Ithro. He needs the stock off of Little Cap. Has him on the corner. Little Cap immediately backs off as Ithro picks up that weapon.
He's got the weapon advantage.
Is he gonna down sig?
Able to defend, keep Lil Cap on the back foot. Keep him off stage. Neutral Light's not enough to take him out, but they just keep on adding up.
He knows Lil Cap is so close to death. There's the hammer. Oh, but the downlight recovery!
Oh my gosh! Just enough. Lil Cap holding on to that stock in such clutch fashion.
That means that Lil Cap is going to put his team at a 2-stock advantage over the green team. I think somebody is calling STB Wilson and telling him to wake up because he might have to play in a crew battle today.
Uh-oh. All right, so this is going to be on Noel to take, what, 8 stocks? If he wants Wilson to just, like, still chill?
To stay sleeping, he has to take 8 stocks. Yeah, that's going to be a tall ask.
Oh, my gosh. All right, so sure enough, Noel, next one to lock in. He's going to be playing Asuri, most likely?
Yeah, I think the Asuri is kind of the expected one. I know he'd been practicing some other stuff, but I doubt that any of it is quote-unquote tournament ready in his opinion. So he's going to be likely going in with that Asuri, but he's got a relatively large character pool. He's got a Koji that has been doing very well for himself as well.
Oh, yeah. I like how he's kind of flipping between all these different Asuri skins. It's just like, which one are you going to have to fight?
He used to be known for his Outback Asuri. Like, that used to be his skin.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Now he's mixing it up.
I mean, he had to pick the Unleashed Asuri just because that's what he needs. He needs the raw power.
Onto the purple team. We'll see if he can do so as we're going to get ready to get right on into the next game. Maps left on the field. Basically no platforms except for Small Mammoth. So there's Small Brawlhaven, Shipwreck Falls, and Small Mammoth as the 3 picks. What do you think is Lil Cap's going to be going with?
Man, I think Lil Cap is probably going to go for Mammoth. Oh, never mind. We're going Small Brawlhaven.
Okay, interesting pick. Maybe wants to get some quick stocks off of Noel. Again, very close kill boxes on this map. So if he gets that hammer hitting incredibly hard, 1 or 2 stomp side airs, and Noel is going to be out of there.
Yeah, I'm not surprised to see them shy away from Shipwreck Falls. That's definitely more the Qatar's stage than Sword or Hammer.
That would definitely be a Noel favorite map in my opinion, but we'll see how well this Small Brawlhaven pick works out for Lil Cap. I mean, if he takes 1 stock off of Noel, he'll be going positive for his team, and he'll be looking real good, setting his team up for success.
Yeah, I mean, Noel, he's managed to go positive both weeks before this, but I don't think they've ever had a matchup quite like this one.
Purple team, just a whole other beast.
Noel just going a little bit of this chip damage off of every dodge read.
And he's just trying to see how Lil Cap's going to react out of those downlights. You saw him try to change up his follow-up off that second downlight, but now he's mixing it up, starting to go for a little bit more nair approaches as Lil Cap is just catching him with these neutral lights.
Ooh. I like that. You know, he didn't even try and go for the guess on which way the dodge was going to go. He just knew he's eventually going to go back towards this weapon. I can just arm there.
Oh, but there is the coach pitch, the stomp side air. Noel gets sent flying, but not quite enough to kill.
Ooh.
Still a lot of damage being put out from Little Cap.
Oh, recovery. Yes, just enough. Send him into the grasp. Lil Cap down to his final stock. But this is a tall order if Noel's looking to hold on to 3 stocks.
Even taller order if he's trying to take 8 stocks off the purple team and keep Wilson from play.
All right. I mean, listen now. You just got to look at the road ahead. There's a stop sign. Little Cap just hit him with it.
Gonna stop all of those ideas from Noel. He's got to get through Lil Cap's to continue on.
Ooh, arming up with the sword. Lil Cap, oh my gosh, just chunking damage onto him.
Noel stuck on this corner. Finally gets close enough to get up.
Playing footsies back and forth. Noel, he just wants, where can I best work in my combo starters? Oh, there's the dodge read. All that extra damage. Yes.
He's finding these reads on the Little Cap. It's doing well. Ooh. Oh, the down signature. I think he was trying to go for just that quick ground pound, just go over just enough to get that ground pound.
Oh, yeah. Oh, down air. Is that enough to do it? Little Cap.
Overreaches the ground pound, and Little Cap takes another stock off of Noel. Great punish from Little Captain Noel down to his last stock here.
Man, that was such amazing awareness from Little Cap. Saw Noel go with the drive-by down air and just turned it around on him. This is disastrous for the green team.
He's putting so much pressure onto Wilson now. Noel with 1 stock to go up against the next 6 of the purple team.
Oh my gosh. So Lil Cap, incredible performance, taking 5 stocks for his 3.
That was big. Noel went so hard for that second kill, and Lil Cap took full advantage of it. And next up, who do you think it's going to be?
Looks like we are going to have Ethan locking in next for the purple team. Wrenched is going to be playing anchor.
Yeah, Wrenched is going to be the anchor for the purple team. It's going to be Ethan versus Noel. Ethan will likely be going in with the Hattori. I think that's what he's been playing a little bit more frequently as of late. But still, he's going to have 3 stocks to work with against the 1 of Noel. He's just got to make sure that he doesn't... I mean, even if he lost 2, he'd still be pretty good for his team.
You've got to imagine that all these teams are in voice chat.
Yeah.
Just discussing with their teammates, okay, who do you think I should play against this? Because we actually have a Mordex pick coming out from Ethan.
Yeah, this is kind of what he started off with. This is what he became really well known for.
Yep.
Then switched over to the Hattori as he was gaining a little bit more traction this year. But he still has that Mordex, of course, and he's still very adept at it. And he's going to be busting out that Mordex against Noel.
Man, I know Noel likes to go for a lot of those smaller stages, but I don't think it's going to pan out for him here. Scythe and Gauntlets, you really just want enough room to recover against those.
Unfortunately, Noel disagrees with you. He's going to be going to small Brawlhaven, a very small map to go up against Ethan. And it's just going to be a momentum battle at this point. Because of how small it is, there isn't going to be a lot of opportunities to disengage, reset, slow it down. Instead, Noel's going to have to try to take that early lead and just keep that pressure on top of Ethan.
Man, he's only got 1 stock to do it with.
1 stock to work with.
Ethan's got 3. He's going to be starting off with those gauntlets. Noel with the sword.
Here we go. Sword in the hand for Noel. Tries to get that initial hit. No damage. There's the first tap. Downlight into recovery. Second recovery. Ethan was not expecting that one as Noel switches over to the Katars.
Dunk. Oh my gosh. There's the dunk. There's the Clash ground pound. But Ethan turning it around on him. Oh my gosh. Really just went for it there. And Noel slipping back to stage.
Just sneaking right on past those claps, those turnaround nairs from Ethan. And Noel, he is going off onto Ethan all of a sudden. He's looking so incredibly good.
All right, so, I mean, this is why he wanted that small Brawlhaven pick. Things can change in an instant.
Oh, almost catches that spot dodge. Goes for that second downlight, the signature.
Oh my gosh.
Ethan's
is he getting another?
Air.
That's
Noel.
2.
Can he 3 stock?
2.
Can he get 3 stocks off of Ethan and put his team up for the first time against the purple team?
I'm ready. I believe. Oh,
Great
but
read.
Ethan has other ideas. Gauntlet strings almost taking Noel off the top. He got that double light. The classic read. Noel has a lot of damage he needs to secure onto Ethan.
Great read
Ethan
again.
got the read again. The classic gauntlet play.
The sidelight, gravity cancel sidelight to punish the dodge out into the recovery. Ethan is going to keep his team in the lead, sacrifices 2 stocks for it, but he still has that stock advantage.
All right, so incredibly well played by Noel there. I mean, he clutched that out. He only had 1 stock to work with. The fact that he was able to take 2, I mean, that sets Wilson up as well as he could have.
Yeah, that was it was looking like 6 stocks to the 4 of the green team, and to make it this close, of 4 to 3 stocks, that's pretty good. Can't ask for much more than that. Wilson going to be coming in next. He's obviously going to be coming in with that Ragnar. That's basically what he's known for. And then you look back at final round and he busted out a Caspian, and I eat my words, but for the most part, it's the Ragnar.
He loves the Katars, so Ethan's going to see more of that in his future. He got a little bit of a taste of it from Noel here. He was able to take him down. But now we've got Wilson, the green team anchor, the unknown entity in the Pro Series.
This is going to be his first showing in crew battles, and if he can get the 4 stocks off the purple team, that's all he needs. He's the one and done. He's the champion in crew battles. Like, undefeated. His loss status will be 0, and then math does not make sense anymore.
I mean, if there would be anyone to do it, Wilson is definitely the one. Just an absolute monster. All right, they're going to be setting the stage. Okay, so how do you think this one's going to play out? Ethan, he's going to be locking in that Mordex, right?
Yes,
so we've got the gauntlets in sight.
Okay. And then on the other side, Wilson,
Yep.
he's going to be locking in that Ragnir. He's going to have the Katars and the Axe. Axe hits pretty hard, so I think Wilson's going to start with the Katars. He saw how well that worked when Noel was playing the Katars against Ethan.
And I feel like he's more known for that.
Yeah, he's a little bit more known for it. And then once he has Ethan in that kill percent, he'll switch over to the Axe and get the one final blow that he needs, the neutral signature or the side signature in the right spot. And then he's like, all right, I'm good. Didn't lose too much for that one. I'm going to go up into my matchup against Wrenched.
Okay, so Ethan having the 1 stock available to him, what do you think is going to be the play? How does he want to open this up to at least take 1 stock off of Wilson and set up their anchor?
I honestly think that he does not have to take a stock off of Wilson. I think Ethan can just go in, go ham, just kind of bet the farm on like one big Hail Mary play. And if it works, great. You got a stock off of Wilson, your team's feeling pretty. But at the worst, you're going to be going in, you're going to be sending in Wrenched, who 9-stocked a team, right? Like, your worst case scenario is to send in 2nd place world champion Wrenched, like a very strong player. So, Ethan, he can really do whatever he wants, right? Like, he can do, it could go either way, and there is no way Ethan can mess it up too much.
Okay. So when you say it that way, I mean, Wrenched as anchor, that's incredibly just solid. They got to be feeling good, because then you just have to play Wrenched versus Wilson as a straight 1v1 in a worst-case scenario.
Worst-case scenario.
Okay. So we're going to be rocking back onto the map picks here. They got small Blackguard, small Mammoth. It's going to be Mammoth.
Small Mammoth. You can't go wrong.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Wilson versus Ethan. Ethan's got the 1 stock. All right, so my opinion is that Ethan, he just bets the farm, does what he wants, and all right, anything can happen. What is your opinion on how this matchup might shake out, though?
Oh, man. We've seen people try and rush into Wilson before, and let me tell you,
that's fair.
It has not worked out well for them.
That's fair.
Wilson is just an absolute monster. Oh, my gosh.
I'm going to apologize.
Okay. They mixed us up on the map pick a little bit.
See, they're not just playing mind games with each other. They're playing mind games with us, the spectators. And the map pick is going to be Blackguard Keep.
Okay.
It's going to be Wilson versus Ethan. Blackguard Keep. Okay, so
that's where you got to watch out.
Yeah,
that left platform, you think it would be safe. But that Ragnir Axe side signature goes so far.
It has so much range. Not only that, but the Katar side signature, crazy range. He can go from main platform and then cover the soft platform with that side signature. Just has to find that right timing. And the big thing about that platform is it's just constantly moving up and down, and sometimes it's your best friend, sometimes it's your worst enemy.
Yeah, definitely got to watch out for that. Core, he's a fickle man.
Shoutouts to the lore Core, the person who moves that soft platform on the left side up and down. But we're seeing Wilson, had to wait for that spawn weapon. He wanted that Katar already.
Oh my gosh.
Getting the start. Ethan has yet to touch Wilson.
And Wilson's already put on like a whole highlight reel by himself on the right hand of the stage.
This is his first showing in a crew battle, and he's already putting on the solo highlight reel onto Ethan. Has him off stage.
Ooh, here we go, hunting, but Ethan getting some damage back on with the scythe. Uh-oh,
turnaround.
Danger off the side. Wilson going for the platform. Ethan a little bit too far from it.
Soft platform. Wilson not able to slap Ethan off, but the damage is definitely in Wilson's favor. He can get this stock.
Yeah, since it will reset if he doesn't lose any stocks. I mean, this one just heals back to full for the next match.
It'll be a completely fresh 1v1, 3 stocks to 3 stocks, but Ethan trying to deny that as best he can. The dunk, that down signature. Wilson gets disarmed, avoids the ground pound, but the side air. Wilson eats the weapon toss. Does he have the movement? No, he does not. Ethan gonna give his team the advantage.
And with that, I mean, he goes positive. That sets Wilson up for only 2 stocks to wrench 3 in a worst-case scenario from here on out. I mean, Ethan is still fighting it out.
He's definitely not done with this stock. Already putting out that scythe damage onto Wilson. Wilson looking to finish the stock off. Goes for that recovery, but Ethan taking full advantage of this soft platform.
Man, you would think other players would look to just centralize the match, bring it back to main stage because they don't want to give up another, but Wilson just will not stop pressuring Ethan. He doesn't want to give him any quarter.
He wants to get as close as he can safely. He's looking for these spitballs. But it's the slap down that takes out Ethan, and it is going to be Wilson going in with 2 stocks against Wrench
3. Wilson 2 to Wrench 3. Man, how do you think this is going to play out? There's going to be a ton of Katars flying in this match.
Yeah, it's going to be a Qatar showing, and it's going to be all about those big reads. There is that potential, though, right? We saw the start of that last match where Wilson was looking like he was going to just clean it up, quick, go on to the next one. Didn't even happen. And then
Ethan held on so well. My gosh.
Did a great job of mixing it up, slowing it down, getting that stock. And if Wilson can complete that sentence, right, complete what he was trying to do with that initial damage, then I think it'll be good. He'll get that stock off wrenched, and then it'll be even.
That's a solid way to go about it. We've got Thunderguard, Blackguard getting banned out. We're going to Small Enigma.
All right, Small Enigma is going to be the pick. It's going to come down to those weapons, those alternate weapons, right? They both have Katars, but Wilson's going to be coming in with that axe. Wrench is going to have that sword. Axe tends to prefer these tri-platform maps because you can do all sorts of things. Those ledge cancels, you can reach under those soft platforms if you're aiming it properly. So there's a lot of good things that work out with these soft platforms, which is why Wilson decided to go for it. But Wrenched, I mean, he can scoop you out from underneath, right? He can get that neutral signature on the Katars and just grab you while you're trying to be safe on those soft platforms.
So a lot of this is going to be dictated by how grounded does Wrench want to play. If he's playing in the air, Wilson has a ton of great anti-air signatures to choose from. They're circling around center stage, going back to the corner. Wilson threatening with that Spitfire. That's one of his favorite signature moves.
If you're on a corner against Wilson, he is going to be spitting that fire right next to you.
Man, damage has been trading back and forth, but again, you cannot trade when you are down a stock to start.
Well, Wilson trading just a little bit better than Wrench right now, has that slight advantage, but Wrench coming back, gets those Qatar recoveries underneath the side air. Hitting Wilson. Wilson trying to space out now a little bit with that Spitfire.
Threatening around the corner. Perfect against the jump. Wrench trying to find his way back. Sent too far. Wilson tying up the stocks.
That's what Wilson was looking for. You saw how he hadn't done a single Spitfire. It's because he didn't want to lock himself in the recovery frames in case Wrench wanted to go for that high recovery.
I do like that. He's got the solid options for the high or the low, which is built into that kit.
And that's one of those things about this tri-platform map is that it kind of baits you towards those soft platforms, right? Like you're like, oh, it's a little bit safer there. Wilson taking advantage of that fact, but Wrench getting some great damage now, coming out with this sword play.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he started 2 stocks against 3, but even so, he is still just pushing that advantage. Wilson now deep in the red.
It goes in, but Wrenched with the punish, completely red that Wilson was going to try to cover himself with that downlight.
I really thought Wilson was going to get taken out there. So incredibly close. Ooh. That one's going to be enough to do it. The downlight recovery, you know, that ceiling, it does feel incredibly close just because of how high this platform area can be.
1 stock left for Wilson, but he's been doing a good job trading as Wrench just completely covers this weapon. He's going to be trying to juggle this for just a moment to deny the spawn. Wilson has to do something. There's the spawn. There's the pickup. It's the axe for Wilson. A great spot dodge from Wrench to avoid that down air.
All right, Wilson trying to bring this back. He's looking for just some of these chunky axe swings. Oh, some of the fire-breathing signatures in there.
Well, Wrench is getting on top of him, getting those close hits, just one or two tapping away. He's got that stock advantage, so every single hit is just to his advantage.
Man, Wrench movement, he's just been bobbing up and down around those axe swings, forcing Wilson to switch on over to those guitars. He needs the increased speed, some of that better coverage of the neutral air.
Oh, there's the downlight Wrench, trying to see if he could get that recovery read. There's the dodge out from Wrench.
Woo.
On the corner. There's the dodge.
Oh my gosh. Even clashing there, both of them deep in the red, but Wrench just needs the solid hit to close this out for the purple team. But Wilson saying, hold on a minute, I'm going to tie up the stocks here.
This is close. Final stocks between these two teams. Can Wilson do it? He's so incredibly damaged, cannot afford a big hit from Wrenched. Stuck on this corner. Goes
Trying
in.
to find his way out. Getting a couple hits onto Wrenched, pushing him into the yellow. But every time he trades just a little bit, that pushes him that closer, and the uppercut does it. Wrench sealing the deal for the purple team.
Purple team undefeated in crew battles, but that was the closest one the purple team has had all series, going down to final stocks.
Man, both of the most dominant crew battle teams, the purple and the green team, going down, final hit, couldn't have been any other way.
Fantastic showing from both of these teams. I mean, like you said, that could have gone either direction. It's two incredibly strong crew battle teams representing Group B, but Thursday, we're going to see who is going to be the ultimate representative of Group A and Group B.
This is all putting the pressure on those 2v2s. It's 2v2 rotation on Thursday. That's going to be it for group stage of Pro Series.
And what's fantastic about that is if the teams that lost today, if specifically the white team and the green team, if they win in 2v2s, that means that they have that potential to go for the tiebreaker, the best of 3v3s.
I can't even imagine.
It's going to be insane.
I'm so excited. I almost just want that to happen just to see how these teams are going to play in a full 6-man battle.
You weren't here when I was talking to production, and I was like, yo, wait, maybe today it'll just, they're guaranteed to tie break, and maybe we'll get to see some 3v3s. And they're like, no, you have to wait until next Thursday. And I was like, oh, dang, I want to see some 3v3s.
That's all right, man. We just get to speculate tomorrow, and Thursday the action resumes with the 2v2 rotation, the last part of group stage, determining who is going into the Pro Series final on May 4th.
It's going to be the same exact matchups: pink team versus the orange team, blue team versus the red team, black team versus the white team, and purple team versus the green team.
Oh, man. So this is do or die for a couple of them, a bunch of them just fighting for pride. Look at these scores. Incredibly close. This is the closest week of crew battles.
9-7, 8-9, 9-8, and 9-8. That is insane how close these are.
Nobody got to rest this week. Everyone had to fight for their lives.
And they did, and they showed up. Everyone looked incredibly strong. Congratulations to all these players, but they're not done for the week, as, of course, they are going to be playing on Thursday, and then some of them will even be playing on May 4th in the finals. That's been it for today, though.
Yeah, so we will catch you all Thursday night, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here, as Pro Series Group Stage closes out 2v2 rotations.
Bye.
See you then.